Yo. What's up, people? What's cracking? Welcome to another Lefty Live. I got Daily Gear Guide here, JD. What's up, dude?
What's up? How's it going?
It's going, man. It's going. Yeah, we're looking at the top half of your screen's empty, man.
Top half of my
chair.
screen?
Did something happen to the chair, or
I don't think so. I don't remember.
or is that normally how you rock it? Is that like how
I
you
think
do it?
I think it's
Yeah, it could make sense. Maybe some people don't like showing their chest, you know.
I don't know. I think this is my normal position. I think because I
That's
do
what
like
she said.
yeah, right. I do the webcam with
Okay.
the tabletop. So I think that might be part of the reason why it's set like it is. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay. Then we are good. We are good. Just wanted to make sure you weren't like sitting on the floor.
Indian style.
My other chair, where is it? That one back there. It's the one I use for when I record. I just sit in that, and then this is like my chair for my work desk. And I usually switch it for live streams, but like for a video, I just kind of sit down or whatever. But that one, every once in a while, it'll just go, and it'll like sink me down a couple inches, and I'll be like on the floor. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I think that happens sometimes with this one. It probably needs to be replaced. I've had it for a long
Get a
time.
new one, man. I got this one. I think it's a Lazy Boy. I got last year at like Staples.
Yeah,
Pretty easy.
I'm
Go pick
hoping
one
when
out, make
one of
them
these
put it
boys
together.
moves out of the new house, I can set up an actual studio all my own, so I don't have to share it with the bedroom. That's why I have to do them earlier, because usually the missus is like, this is bedtime for her.
So this is your bedroom?
Yeah, we're in the bedroom right now.
So
Over
wait,
there
you
is a
want to set up
picture
an
of,
office? You're saying?
yeah, when one of the kids. So we downsized to this house.
Oh, this is a downsize.
Yeah, we downsized from the old house to this house. So when one moves out, because I don't know which one's going to move out first. I got one turning 24. That's the youngest. And then I have
You
one
still
that's
got 16 years.
it feels like it, bro. It feels like it.
These days, I feel like kids
Yeah.
stay home forever, basically.
Yeah. So I think the oldest is aiming to move out this year. So he'll be turning 27. So I think
Oh, okay.
I don't think he
Yeah, I
wants
mean,
to be
that's
at home
pretty
with his
normal these
parents.
days, you know?
Yeah.
Just so expensive for them to do
Yeah. House
anything.
prices, interest rates, people still don't pay a lot.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on. Kelly's in the house. What's up, Kelly? She is a channel member. Shout out to Kelly. Let me give her some thumbs up. We got a bunch of people here. So we got Paul Mills, also a channel member. Shout out to Paul. Let me give you the thumbs up, buddy. Come on. All right. I learned my oh no, we got that one. Big Jim. Big Jim, you're in the bedroom with Kevin. Scandal. That's right.
Don't tell the
That's
missus.
right. I know how it is, man. I know the old bedroom studio. That's what I had for the longest time. Literally everything I did was in the corner of a bedroom in my old house. Like now I'm like spreading out everywhere. Like this office has 4 desks in it. And I'm moving. Think I'm gonna move. Or no, I know I'm moving to the basement with all the gun stuff is going in the basement, and I'm building a reloading room down there.
Nice.
So that's gonna be cool. So I'm hoping that'll knock out at least one desk, and then probably 2, because I think I'm gonna I'll probably set up like a little ship station down there too, and I'll move all the shipping stuff down there, and then I'm gonna give this room to my son, because the small, like the other bedroom, we have 4 bedrooms. The 4th one's like small. I kind of feel, I mean, right now he's 16 months, but at some point, you know, he's gonna want to have a room that's bigger than a closet. So I was gonna switch it up, give him this room, and then I'll take that little room. I'll just put my like day job desk in there, and maybe this desk for recording. So I don't have to record in a basement.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to like a dedicated studio, man. I want to have like a wall and like the arsenal in the back, and just I want to go all out. I've been in the corner of a bedroom forever.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know though, the whole on the wall thing. Like then you gotta like keep shit just to have shit on your wall, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I need to sell some of my things that go pew pew, but that is for another time, because you will be smited if you talk about this. Did we get Marco already? Maybe channel member. Shout out to Marco. Neil, 5 months, says hello. Hello, Neil. Welcome.
Hey,
and thank you. Oh, damn. Lightning. We got a thunderstorm going on here. Actually, I haven't heard it yet. I've just been seeing it.
What did I just do?
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Did you hear that?
Nah, I can't hear it on my end.
Can't hear it? It's like, that was loud, and it's rumbling, vibrating the house and shit. So she said too. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Bill Doyle. What up, Bill? Bill in the his house. What's up, Bill? Kathleen Smith. Shout out to Kathleen, channel member. Thank you very much. And that's everybody. That's all the channel members that have commented. So shout out to all of you guys. I really appreciate you. And Life Survival EDC. What's up, dude? He says what's up. He's got like a chimp, or no, it's a gorilla, I guess, with a cell phone. And it's a cool avatar. Is that what we call those? Avatars?
I think so.
Brian White. Nope. I got 2 thumbs up, dude. There we go. So we were going to check out the Cuo Yakuzas tonight, because I have a metric F ton of them here. I have the Yakuza CF in green and stonewash. I have the Yakuza G10 bullshit, just says BS bullshit. I have the Yakuza CF black and satin. I have a Yakuza CF blue and stonewash. I have a Yakuza CF Pew purple and satin, I believe. That's the one JD was asking about. And then we have a G10 in black and stonewash.
Are these all in 154 CM now?
I believe so. 154 so. No, 14C on the G10 ones.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I only have 2 of the G10. I have 4 carbon fibers. And I still have another. I have the Ventnor V4. And then I have a Reich Thor 6. But I wanted to do, I'll do separate videos for those. Yeah, reloading. Yeah, you know what? It would have been perfect, right? Those bastards.
I know.
Yeah, I already had the name ready to go with Lefty Reloaded. But they decided to take it from me. So whatever.
Just wait 6 months and do like Lefty _ Reloaded.
Yeah, I'll figure something out. Lefty EDC Reloaded.
There you go.
They would probably get me for that. Got to make it a little less obvious, probably. 15 months. Decent time, nice. But not super long. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you. What's up with everybody in the monkeys? She's got a monkey in her.
She does the paracord, the Monkey Fist paracord.
Dude, that thunder is legit. Yeah, I feel like
have you seen these things she makes?
Yeah, well,
She calls them the monkey fist. Or I
Yeah.
guess that's what they're called.
You remember Alice used to make those?
That's right.
Yeah, she made what my daughter would chase me around with it. That's why I always say no when people offer to send me that stuff. Because I don't want to get beat up by my own kids.
Is she still playing with her Spyderco?
No. She occasionally, if we get a box or something, she's like, "Where's my knife?" You know, she has no clue where it is. It's on the counter. I don't know where that, like, the other one is that has the dull blade. But shout out to Brian. I think I got you earlier, but I just wanted to be safe. 37 months for Jesse. Shout out to Jesse.
Wow.
And Marcel. Did I get you already? I might have, but it's hard to remember 30 seconds ago, you know. Come on. There we go. Kevin Smith. Nice. Thumbs up. Fireworks. Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is why sometimes I don't do this, because I end up just spending the whole live doing thumbs ups. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support, but it's hard. I want
imagine
everybody
someone
to
new
have
coming to the channel. They're like, why is this guy just thumbing up every 5 seconds?
Thank you, Rolf. Appreciate you. We got one more here. Maybe I make a rule after the first 10 minutes, I don't do it anymore. You know?
Just do like one for all channel members.
Yeah. It looks like in Casino Royale when Bond is getting tortured. What looks like that? You talking about when he's hitting him with the horse thing and the balls? That shit sucks, dude.
Oh god, yeah, that rope. Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about.
I love that guy. That actor, the bad guy in that.
Oh no, the bad guy.
Him, and then the bad guy in the not the next one, but the Sky. What was the one? Skyfall. I haven't seen anything since Skyfall, I think. Quantum of Solace was the one.
Yeah, I think that's the last one.
That's the one in between, I think.
Okay.
And then I think there's like one more after that. Maybe two. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Skyfall is absolutely fantastic. That's one of the best James Bond movies of all time.
Yeah. I enjoyed like the entire Daniel Craig series when you look back at all the ones. I think
Quantum's not that great, but still way better than anything they'd had.
Yeah,
but then again, I can get into and enjoy any Bond series. Like, even though Pierce Brosnan ones were less, like, how do I explain? Like, less quality. Like, the acting and the directing wasn't as good as, obviously, the Daniel Craig ones are like legit movies.
Yeah.
The Pierce Brosnan ones are really good action movies, though.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, if you had
and I grew up on them, so I think that is part of it. Tomorrow Never Dies is one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah.
And then the other one is fantastic too. What the hell is the name of it? I want to say The World Is Not Enough, but I don't think that's right. It's the one with the nukes or the plutonium. Yeah, and it's like the third one that Pierce did. He did Goldeneye, he did Tomorrow Never Dies, and then he did, I think it's World Is Not Enough.
I think that's right, man. Yeah, I think you're right.
And it's like the one with the girl who has Stockholm syndrome or whatever. And she's like in love with this stupid Russian guy who's trying to get the plutonium so he can try to, blow it, whatever. And then the beginning is Bond in North Korea.
Yep.
Like going through the DMZ on an air hovercraft, escaping from Kim Jong-un or whatever. Classic movies, dude. Classic movie. Yeah, Casino Royale is really good. The thing I didn't love about Casino Royale is I felt like the whole movie was like in one place. It's not, but like it felt like the whole movie was in the casino, like where I like the ones where it's spread out. They go to all different places. And
it feels like they didn't have a budget. like they did
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that
they
one
had
blew
less
up.
of a budget, I guess. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah,
And then it did really well, so so then they had a budget and
yeah,
they went crazy. Dude, they went crazy on Skyfall. That
yeah.
movie, that's just a great like movie, you know. And the acting from the lady, Judy Dench was really good in that. She plays M. And then Q is in it. Or wait, is that guy actually Q? I think his name's R or whatever.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's like the next letter, but he's Q. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Monty Python guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Moonraker's got. I was a big fan of the Roger Moore. Those movies. You know, it's the same conversation. You know, you had like with Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan. A lot of people, you know, they just laugh at the Pierce Brosnan movies, you know, and the Daniel Craig ones are way better. Like that's how my brother is. But it's like I get it from like a movie critic standpoint. Yes, those movies are better. But from a James Bond fan perspective, they're all they're all good. Like Goldeneye is just as good to me as Casino Royale. Maybe
If,
better, maybe higher on the list for me. So like
if I had,
Roger Moore does not compare to Sean Connery, obviously,
right.
but those movies are awesome. Like those are all filmed during like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, if I had to feel,
Classic.
if I had to put my finger on it, I feel like before you get to the Daniel Craig movies, they feel like they don't take themselves quite so
Yeah.
serious. They feel like they're a little bit more lighthearted, a little, a little
Yes.
fun with the energy that it
I feel
brings. And
like the
then,
Sean Connery ones were also more serious than the later ones.
yeah,
Like not as serious as Daniel Craig, but like definitely more serious than the Roger Moore ones.
right.
And like so or Timothy Dalton. Those like I'm a big fan of the Timothy Dalton ones. I wish he had done more movies. Uh Living Daylights is one of the best freaking movies. And License to Kill is just like I love License to Kill.
Yeah,
I'm a
that's
huge Bond fan. We grew up watching all the movies. I've seen them all except for the new ones. I just haven't had time. You know, I had kids. It's like shit happens. But up through Skyfall, I mean, I've seen every movie, and I've seen every movie before Daniel Craig probably 20 times. You know what I mean? There's a
yeah.
handful that I didn't really like so much, so I didn't watch them over and over, like Her Majesty's Secret Service or whatever the hell that one's called. That one movie with the hell was his name? The guy who played Bond for that one movie.
Oh,
Her Majesty's whatever. And it was actually funny thing is he did that one, and then Sean Connery came back and did Never Say Never after that.
yeah.
But that guy wasn't that bad either. But there's like nobody's gonna be able to follow up Sean Connery. So like that guy did Roger Moore a huge favor by being
Man,
the
one of the most
punching bag.
memorable villains of the entire series when I was growing up was the dude that played Jaws.
Oh, dude, Jaws. That's what I was gonna say. Is Roger Moore and Jaws, Roger Moore and Odd Job, like Roger Moore and who? Like, there's so many of these really good like Bond versus henchmen, like setups that were so good with Roger Moore for some reason.
Yeah,
Like because he was able to not be so serious. I think.
right, right.
Um, Oh, like the Roger Moore and the guy in Live and Let Die. Thomas is saying Live and Let Die for the win. That's a top 5 Bond right there. Is Live and Let Die. The dude, the Baron Samdi or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
guy who would like come out of the grave and shit. And then there was like dude, now I'm remembering everything. You remember the sheriff guy? The like podunk sheriff that would chase Bond and then he'd end up crashing into like a lake or something. They made him very reminiscent to the Dukes of Hazzard deputy.
What was that? Roscoe?
You don't remember
Roscoe?
the sheriff? He was in Live and Let Die, and then he was it was during the Bayou chase in Live and Let Die, where like Bond is on a boat going through the bayou and like and then he ends up, I think he gets on one of those airboats. He like changes boats and shit. But
I gotta go back and rewatch it, man.
Dude, they're so good. They're so good. But there's that sheriff. He's in a couple of them. Think he might be in License to Kill too.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch. You got me wanting to go back and watch
He's in one other Roger Moore. I don't know if it's Moonraker, or I don't think so. Or what are the other ones he would be in? Because a lot of them aren't set in the States, you know. I think it's License to Kill and Live and Let Die that guy's in. But yeah, Bond is awesome, dude. Spectre was the last. I may have seen that one. I feel like I might have seen that one.
I really enjoyed the dynamic of it being
No Time to Die. Yeah, that's the newest one. Spectre was the one before that, and I remember that being awful too, if I even saw it. I think I did see it. Is that the one where he ends up like in the desert at like a semiconductor factory or some shit?
No, that wasn't the last one.
I think Blofeld is in it.
Because the last one,
he's Spectre, right? Isn't Blofeld the bad guy? You know, the dude in the chair with the white cat.
I feel like the last one took place or started in Rio de Janeiro. I'm not sure if that's right though.
The Rio one, I think, is isn't that Casino Royale? Where he's chasing that dude who's like a monkey, just like fucking parkours off everything.
Because the last one, he's in the old Aston Martin, right? And he's doing like the donuts and it's shooting out the front. Isn't that the last one?
I don't know. I haven't seen this No Time to Die one. I heard that one was good. But yeah, I remember Spectre was terrible. So Daniel Craig has done Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. So he's done 5?
Yeah.
Damn. He's trying to catch up to Sean Connery. I don't know. Like Roger Moore, he did Moonraker, Octopussy, For Your Eyes Only. He did Live and Let Die. From Russia with Love, he did that, right? No, that's Connery. That's a great one though. What other one did Roger Moore only do 4? There's got to be one I'm missing. Oh, Golden Man with the Golden Gun.
Oh,
that's
man,
5.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's right.
So maybe he did 5, Roger Moore. There's probably one more I'm missing, but I think he did 5. And Connery did like 7, I think, because he started, Dr. No, From Russia with Love. Well, that was the one I said. Never Say Never, although I don't count that one because it was Warner Brothers who made Never Say Never, and it was essentially a remake of what was it a remake of? It was a remake of one he already did with the guy who owns a boat, Domino. He was the guy who had the pools with the sharks. And they were like in channels, and then like Bond would get in the pool and they would let the sharks out. What the hell was that one? That was a great Thunderball. Thunderball. Is that the name of it? That's a classic that I forgot about. So he did, I think it's Thunderball. So Goldfinger, Thunderball, Dr. No, From Russia with Love. That's 4. What other Connery ones are there?
All right, so I looked it up because I'm dying to know. So it says Dr. No, From Russia with Love.
Yeah, Lazenby. He was the guy before Roger Moore. He sucked.
Thunderball.
Diamonds Are Forever.
You Only Live Twice was a Sean Connery.
Yes, You Only Live. Dude, that's an absolute classic with the Japanese like volcano, the underground volcano shit. That's that's what Iran's trying to do.
Yep, and then Roger
You Only
Moore was
Live Twice. Yep.
Live and Let Die, Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me,
A View to Kill.
Moonraker.
A View to a Kill. Yeah, that's right. That's Roger Moore. And Jaws is in that one. They duke it out up on the Eiffel Tower. And then Bond like parachutes down or whatever.
For Your Eyes Only,
Yes.
Octopussy, and A View to Kill.
One. So wait, how many did they each do?
All right, so Roger Moore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Connery,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And if you count Never Say Never, it would be 7 each. But again, I don't count that because it's literally I think it's Thunderball, right? It's like a Thunderball remake, and it's so Diamonds Are Forever, I think, is the one where he came back.
Yes.
So like he quit or whatever. He didn't get the money, or I forget what happened. So he left after what was the one he left after? What comes? So do they have Diamonds Are Forever? What's before that?
The movie before that is On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
That's the Lazenby one.
Yeah,
and then what's before that?
You Only Live Twice.
You Only Live Twice. Okay, so they don't even have Never Say Never on there?
No.
Because that's a WB movie. That's not a MGM. So they don't even count it. Yes, I don't count it either.
Yeah, they don't list it.
So he left. Lazenby made a movie, and then he came back for Diamonds Are Forever. Interesting.
Yep.
That would have been cool to be around at the time and be like, fuck yeah, Connery's back. That would have been sick. He also came back again in the 80s. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking about with Never Say Never. That's the one where he came back in the 80s or whatever, and they don't even count it.
Nah.
I guess Warner Brothers somehow got the agreement to do a Bond movie. That sounds like it was actually after Roger Moore maybe even made one.
Yeah, Roger Moore made...
I think it is time for... Yeah, it's Never Say Never Again. I keep saying Never Say Never, but
Roger Moore
it is essentially a Thunderball remake.
Yeah, 1, 2. Roger Moore had 3 in the 70s.
Sure that's what I'm thinking of that.
4 in the 70s for Roger Moore.
Yeah. They had a good like pattern going. They would have one like every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a pretty big gap between Pierce and Daniel Craig.
Let me see. Pierce. Last one, 2002 for Pierce Brosnan, and then 2006 was Daniel Craig's first.
Bad.
Yeah,
what about how long has Daniel Craig now been at it? It feels like it's been like 20 years. Well, yeah, it's been 20 years.
Yeah, 2002.
That's insane. I always thought that at some point they would go like I'll call it going woke, but I actually wouldn't mind this. And they would have Idris Elba be James Bond. And I actually want to see that because I really like Idris Elba. He's a great actor, and I think he would be a sick Bond.
Yeah, I don't know who
but now he's probably getting too old. Like he's like the same age as Craig, probably.
Yeah, Craig said that this is definitely his last one. At least that's what he said.
He said that that's what Connery always said too. And then you know how hard it is to turn down $100 million or whatever whatever they offer them.
Yeah.
30, 50 million, whatever it is, because you're the highlight of the movie. There's rarely anybody else worth a damn in those movies.
Yeah.
It's always like smaller actors who it's an opportunity for them.
like the Miles Garrett effect.
Yeah, like they're not gonna have like Leo and Brad Pitt and Sam Jackson and all these guys in it. It's just gonna be Daniel Craig and then random cast.
Yeah.
Amazon owns it now. Fuck. Interesting. So who's owned it this whole time? Like, did MGM give it up, or did MGM sell it to Amazon?
That's not on here.
Or did MGM get bought by Amazon? I guess I want to know how that went down.
And yeah, February 2025, it was announced that Amazon MGM Studios had gained full creative control of the franchise.
Amazon MGM?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay, so Amazon just bought MGM, I guess.
It sounds like it.
Interesting. When did that new one come out?
The new one came out in 2021.
What? Spectre? Or
Oh, no Time to Die came out in 2021. Spectre was 2015.
That was that long ago?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so dumb. Like, how have I not seen that? It's 5 years ago. Holy shit. Guys, is it worth watching No Time to Die? Is it a good movie? Is it a good Bond movie? I want to know your guys' opinion on that, because now I want to watch it.
I'm gonna vote. Yeah, I liked it. It was.
I almost didn't graduate high school because of 007 Goldeneye. Yeah, dude, tell me about it. We were all like that. Except that came out when I was much younger. I think that came out in like what 96 or something like that. I'm pretty sure I was like in elementary school when Goldeneye came out. It wasn't that great. That sucks. Daniel Craig is all the maybe they can get Idris Elba to do it now. If Craig's done.
I wonder if there's any rumors.
How old is? I think that's been a rumor for a long time.
I think you're right.
I don't think I just made that up. I heard it somewhere, and then Idris Elba. He's 53. He could probably still do it, but at this point, you probably want someone younger.
Yeah, they're nowhere close. They got like 4 people listed as the potential next Bond. They don't know.
Who is it?
They have let's see here. Jacob Elordi, Callum Turner, and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Sorry?
I'm just looking them up. Jacob Elordi. He looks gay. All right, who's next?
It's Jacob Elordi,
No. Yeah, who's after that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Callum Turner, Callum.
Turner. Oh, I love that guy. That guy's good. It says Callum Turner and Tracy Letts on James Bond. Who is going to be the next James Bond? So it sounds like he's got a good. He was in. That's why I like this guy. He was in one of the only things I've seen the last 5 years. The one about the bombers in World War II. The last series in Band of Brothers. What the hell is it called?
I'm looking.
It's really good, by the way. He was one of the main characters in that. He played one of the pilots.
Oh Lord, where's the filmography for him? Oh, here we go. I know this. These are not in order. It can't be.
What is that
this
called?
Movies, there's Eternity, Rose of Nevada, Atropia, Masters of the Air.
Masters of the Air, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, if you're a history person at all, that's one you got to watch. Have you seen Band of Brothers?
No.
Okay, start with that. It's like If someone asked me what is the best TV series of all time, Band of Brothers. Literally the best series ever made. Like that, I feel like that series started the. Well, I guess Sopranos did. But it was very close at the same time. Band of Brothers like is one of the first that like made it clear that you can basically make a TV show as good as a movie. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
been the theme now for the last 20 years. Before that, TV shows were all kind of sitcoms or whatever. And
Yeah.
then they became like real, and I like them better because you get more. It's not just they don't have to cram it into 2 hours.
You're right.
Like imagine Game of Thrones if they try to make that into a 2-hour movie
Nah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings. If they had come out with Lord of the Rings now, it would have been a fucking 5-season like megathon series.
Yep.
And it probably would have been way better.
Yep.
Merso, no. God damn it. Have you seen Band of Brothers? That's like an insult to Band of Brothers, dude. I'm all about Saving Ryan's Privates, but Band of Brothers is legitimately like one of the best things ever made in the movie industry.
Yeah, the wife's asking something that we can watch together because she didn't want to watch. I have not seen it. I'm just now getting through Peaky Blinders, so I wanted to see that because I heard so many people talk about it.
Dude, I
She
was a
wasn't into
huge
it.
fan of Peaky Blinders, but at some point I was like season 2 or 3, like I can't even understand what the fuck they're saying anymore. Their accent is just too brutal for me.
It's kind of rinse and repeat too. Like I
Yeah,
feel
so
like
I
every
stopped watching it. The first season's fantastic.
yeah.
And then it gets really weird when I don't want to ruin it. So it gets like
I'm up to season 5, dude. I'm
oh, okay.
committed to finishing it, but
I don't
I've
even
kind of
know
felt
what
like the last 3
season.
seasons have been the same
The
thing over
season
and
that
over.
I am talking about, it's like where he's rich as fuck and he's kind of just like in his house. He's like in his basically mansion
So
in the country.
season 3 and on.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. I stopped watching it actually. The
Yeah,
first 2 I think were really good.
I definitely the first season I absolutely enjoyed. The second season I thought was a good follow-up, but like
Why
I
can't
was
we
just
watch Oz? HBO doesn't play it. Just go on HBO, whatever it's called, on HBO
HBO
Max,
Max. Yep.
and I'm sure it's on there. I never got into Oz. Apocalypse Now is another great movie you should watch together. He's talking about you and your wife, I think. I couldn't get into that one, but it's like that Deer Hunter. Like there's a lot that
Well,
are
she
like
loves history
classic
of movies.
Vietnam War movies.
So she had never seen these they're two totally different type of movies, but the this past week
I saw Rings of Power. I've seen like the first season and part of the second one, but it doesn't. It's not the same. It's not
is
the
that the
same.
spinoff from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, it's like a prequel.
Gotcha.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, my wife had never seen these movies. They're kind of older, so we watched U571 for the first time for her
Oh,
uh,
okay.
last week, and then down Periscope because I was like, well, if you like the intense one, we should definitely watch the one that has a lot more humor in it.
Hunt for Red October.
She's seen that. I was looking for
Okay.
something she hadn't never seen before.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's awesome.
Yeah, I love Tom Hardy.
Um,
His role in Peaky Blinders definitely elevated it for me.
oh yeah, for sure. That's what got me back into it, I think. Him as Bane or whatever in
Yeah.
Dark.
Did,
What is it? It's not
did you ever
Dark Knight, right?
did you ever see Fighter? That movie that he was in as the I think it was like UFC style fight.
I don't know
Is it
if I
Fighter
saw
or
it.
Brothers? I can't remember what they're called.
You know
His
what's a really good movie that nobody ever like knows about? It's the The one with him and Shia LaBeouf, set in like the Ozarks during the Prohibition,
Nah, I
and
haven't seen that one.
they're like bootleggers.
I
That
don't
is a
think I've seen that
freaking
one.
fantastic movie. I forget the name of it. That's how good it is.
Wait, is he? No, that's a different movie. There's a movie where
It's
he
really
plays.
good. I'm a
He
big
play.
Shia LaBeouf guy.
There's a movie where he plays like he has a twin, right?
Yeah, that one's terrible.
Okay.
I think I tried watching that. That was bad. Yeah, it was like twins, and they were like gangsters. They were like
Yeah. I can't
yeah,
remember the
yeah.
name of it. I wasn't impressed with
Did
that
he
one that
make
much.
one where he was Capone too? I don't know. He'd be a good Al Capone, I think. Gabe Harlan. What's that movie, guys? Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, Dark Knight Rises. Dude, the Dark Knight series is
Yeah, that's the
like
best.
one of the best. Lawless. Yeah, put that on your list, dude. That movie is really good.
Lawless. All right. Is that Luke?
Shia Flick is great, and I hate him. You're right. Yeah, I'm not like a big Shia LaBeouf, like the person fan, I guess. But some of his movies, like he's just a good actor. That
Yeah.
one where he gets like house arrest and his neighbor is like a serial killer and he's like watching him out of the windows with his binoculars while he's on house arrest.
Jeez.
That's a good one. Oh, there is a Capone movie. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought there was one.
Oh, he
If
said
you
it was
can't
terrible.
tell, all my movie references stop at like 2019.
Is that about the time you started the channel?
Disturbia. Yeah, I mean it's about the time I had a kid. Basically COVID, you know.
Right.
Yeah, Transformers. Remember Megan Fox in those? That's funny. Well, I'm glad we got to talk about movies the whole time.
No kidding. They're probably like, open the knives, please.
Yeah, it makes me want to watch James Bond movies though. All right, let's open the G10 ones. Do a little tease. I didn't set up the desktop cam. I just didn't feel like doing it. I could, but I could also just show you guys. Megan is the reason I watched.
I think she's the reason a lot of guys watch.
She was like, or is, I don't know what she looks like now, but she was never
same.
like my type. She always had like so much makeup on.
Yeah, she looks the same.
She's just old. So I feel like I've seen this one before.
I think you have had that one before.
Did they update them or something? Was it always a liner lock or was it a frame lock before?
No, liner lock. I think you had like the blue and carbon fiber last time, if I remember right.
I think I had all of them.
Probably.
But maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh, you know why? Because you separated them, and I was on one of the lists and not the other. That's why I remember the blue and the carbon fiber.
One of them got like jacked up because Derek Sever7 tried to. What did he try to do? He was trying to like swap the clip or something, and he got the clip screw got stuck in the handle. He even sent it to me after, and like, I don't know what the hell happened. Like, I could not get that screw out. It was just like a T6. I tried Knipex pliers. I tried everything to get that thing out. Like, it came down to a Dremel, and like, I basically had to ruin the knife, which defeats the purpose, you know?
Yeah.
And then they just sent a new knife. Because I thought we just needed the screw, but like it was dead. You know, that might have been the reason he ended up working with them. You're welcome, dude.
Hadn't thought
Somebody
about that.
asked if he owns it or he works for Cuo. Yes, I believe he does, right? Does he still work for them?
Yep.
he's their U.S. rep, I think,
Yep.
or U.S. salesperson or something.
Yeah, he has a relationship for sure.
Yeah, like I think he goes to the shows and
I think that's a darker color than what it was before. I feel like.
Yeah, it looks like more of a navy versus
Yeah.
like royal, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like how they do the carbon bolsters.
Hmm.
Like it's just a cool way to do it.
At least it's not a
Neves
solid
is
defense
on
can.
live right now. Let's start some beef with him. Yeah, go tell Neves I said he was gay. I was talking to Jared earlier about OEMs and why we use who we use and whatnot.
He's got a pretty good relationship with Wii.
Yeah, I guess he does.
Yeah.
I've just never gotten an in with Wii for some reason. I think because I started my channel by talking a lot of shit on them because of their detents.
But even after that, they sent you a bunch of Civivi knives that one time.
Yeah, they did send me Civivis. Occasionally, Civivi reaches out and just wants to send like a couple knives or a knife or something. But like, I can't ever get in with Wii. Carbon fiber green. That's kind of curious. Is it Brittany or is it like green?
I have no idea.
Sever is doing their YouTube channel too. Is that true? We should go check it out. Dude, it is. It's Brittany. Well, that's what it looks like to me is Brittany camo or whatever.
Right.
Oh no. It's like this is weird. I don't know if I like this stuff.
Is it marbled? Oh, okay.
I don't know if I like that.
I like
It's
that
like,
it's different.
It is different. I'll give you that. That's probably why I'm like hesitant because I like camo carbon so much.
Yeah. At least it doesn't look like the stuff that you see coming from some of the other brands that look like they took a crayon and colored in on the carbon fiber.
Oh, are you talking about the fake, like
Yeah.
the Chinese carbon?
Yeah,
I
at
thought you were
least they're
talking about
not
this
doing
stuff.
that. Yeah.
I like this stuff. This is different. This isn't that Chinese fat carbon. This
Nah,
is
that's
like
something totally
this is
different.
like almost feels like ceramic. It's apparently a micarta, but
Oh, okay.
it doesn't feel like a micarta. It feels like a carbon or something. It's hard, That's what she
It's
said.
wild looking.
Yeah, it's cool. And you can control the colors. That's what Blade City was telling me. So we were talking about, doing like a collab and picking whatever colors we want. This is the blue. If you look at the like end cut look, cross cut look, sorry, like on the area like
layers.
up here,
Yeah.
it's got that like camo carbon or fat carbon when you cut it. That cross cut, it looks nice. Like this knife, it's D2, it's $40 with this stuff on it. So like,
yeah, that's a sweet deal.
I think that stuff is cool for a budget setup.
Yeah, $40. You can't complain about D2 in that.
Yeah. So here's the green.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what this is exactly.
It almost looks like a type of marbled carbon fiber almost, where they throw a little color in it.
Where did I put the? Yeah, I don't know. You think that shit glows?
Good question. Glows, or is it UV? Does it react to the UV?
It doesn't glow. I don't have my UV light out, so I don't know. What's this one? Here's the purple. That's the one you like.
In the pictures I do. I'm curious to see what you have.
Oh, they did purple on the
studs.
Oh yeah, they did purple on the accents too. That was smart.
Yeah. That's what drew me in.
So this is This is like purple marbled. Like this is sick, dude. I didn't even notice this is nice, dude. I didn't even notice the
Yeah.
pivot.
Yeah, that's the one I like for
Did that
sure.
last one have the pivot the same?
No.
Why does this one have that? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, the backspacer, all of it matches.
Dude,
I like that.
this
I
is
like the
very nice.
coordination.
Dead centered. Detents on point. Belt satin. The action's really good. Detents money. Yeah, that's a nice one, dude.
They do such a good job, man.
Yeah,
I don't
they
think
do.
anything
And you know, the one that I unboxed yesterday, or was it today? I posted it maybe.
is it the PEI one?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
that's today.
I don't know what they were doing there on the price. Normally, their prices are pretty good.
Right.
Like especially like these Griffin G10s and the those other little ones I did videos on and whatever, you know, they're like sub $100 and they're awesome. But they wanted $215 for that pay. And I didn't quite understand that.
Was it a good steal? I don't remember the steal.
No. Well, I'm not saying it was bad, but it was was it M390? I think it was M390. So yeah, good steal, but still, I don't know. Doesn't that seem?
Normally, you look at something like I would have guessed like 140, 150 when you put that steal with a budget material. That's usually what I anticipate.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yo, G-Ball, what up, dude? What's cracking, dude?
G-Balla.
G-Balla. Here's the black.
They should have just put a black blade on that and just blacked it out.
I like it with the satin. It reminds me of our Jack Sparrow ones.
Yeah, they definitely went for like the tux look for sure.
Yeah.
I just think more
like
people would have liked the blacked out blade on it, like a DLC or something. Probably would have put it out a price point though.
They might have one. I think isn't the other one black too?
You're right. They usually do with
what's the last one I have? No, the last one I have is blue, right?
I think so.
I'm hoping the blue is like the purple.
That would be sweet.
Where they
anode everything
the color on the anode and stuff. Hey Marceau, I have an O-Light here we could unbox. It's they sent me a new O-Clip or something. You probably love that shit. So they didn't do it. The blue is wait. I take it back. They did.
Nice.
But the blue, I don't know how I feel about this because the blue doesn't match too well.
Oh no.
Like it's not.
Oh no.
Like you know how the purple one, it was mostly just black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is real blue.
They should have gone for like a higher voltage if it's I don't know if it's titanium, but that looks like a lower voltage blue. They should have gone a little bit higher.
Well, it has to be titanium if they anodized it.
Yeah, I can't tell because the screen's really small for me, so I don't know if it's a coating or anode on that one. I see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they should have gone higher voltage. What's going on with the tip of that pocket clip? It almost looks like they went higher a little bit on that part.
I think it's just the oils on my fingers. So like if I wipe it, it looks a little normal.
Yeah.
This one's got odd choices to me. Like you got the black wash blade, and then you got the blue, and then you got the greenish blue, and then I don't know.
I think satin and a higher voltage on that blue.
Yeah, or just if you just had the carbon fiber that's like black with specks of blue, like they did with the purple, I think that would have been fine.
Yeah,
but that doing this like crazy blue with the anode, they should have stuck with just all black. That would have done it. Just all black accents.
Yep.
No anode, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That would have been the way to go, I think. That's what happens when you get. That's what happens when you let Sever 7 choose the
The finishes.
the finishes. Derek, did you choose these finishes? Curious. He popped in.
Oh, he says it's beautiful.
Speak of the devil.
He must have picked it. He said it's beautiful.
Well, of course he, dude. Of course he says that. He's the rep now. Now you can't trust him now.
He's tainted.
He's tainted. Yeah, I don't know. That one's definitely
If I had that knife, I would take it to a higher voltage ANO. I think that would fix it.
I would go with the black, or the purple is definitely the winner.
Oh, I agree.
Purple is for
Hands
sure
down.
the winner. So those were the Yakuzas. I'm going to save the Ventnor V4s for, I'll do another video on those. Because they do ask for a video for each model.
Right.
Because I used to just fucking put them all in the same video. I got that in the purple. Thumb studs suck. I just used them. They're great. What are you talking about? Where's the here's the purple one. Where's the black? I'll just go with the black one. Don't want to taint the purple one if you want it.
Oh, he said it was way too strong. Detail was too
strong. Oops.
That wasn't a good
example. I don't think they suck though. Like, they're an adjustment because I'm not used to the studs. I guess I see. So you're saying you're slipping off. So here's what you got to do, dude. They're probably way easier, for the reverse flick. So I think what you're trying to do is flick it up. And when you try to flick it up, it's hard because it has these steps here.
It's like a ramp.
It has these steps here, right? But if you're flicking up, you're flicking at this part, which is just, smooth, and it's like an edge. So what you got to do is get your finger behind that and then flick out. And then it works great. So it's just an adjustment in how you use it. But if you're, I don't like having to adjust to knives either. It's really good for reverse flicks because you're naturally behind it. You know what I mean? But then again, on a reverse flick, I'm more likely to just go in the hole, so she said.
How's it thumb flick from the hole? Because you might just be able to remove the studs.
I'm not good at that.
No.
Like,
yeah, I got you.
You can do it. If the stud wasn't there, I think it'd be easier. But because the stud's there, that's where my finger wants to go.
Yeah.
But I don't think the studs are bad. Like,
I liked it on the last one you sent around. I liked it on the premium one you sent around, and then that bolstered one that you sent around.
The detents are definitely they're not fucking around.
Yeah, I like it.
Very
like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Cuo Knife showed up and said, "I picked those colors." Yeah. Hey, Derek.
Yeah, he just hopped onto their account.
Yeah, that's great. Do you want me to be honest? So I like this one and I like the purple. Let's go back to the I put them all back because I hate having 8 million packages open. But let me grab here's the green one. So I like that it's Brittany-ish. I guess it's like green and blue, actually. Yeah. It's got multiple colors in it.
I like that one. I like the black accents on it, too. I think you're right. I think if the other one had these accents, it would be money.
Yeah. It has black, so it's
Yep.
This by itself is enough color. You don't need more. Like this is a pop of color, and it is on that pivot. You just didn't tell because it was black, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So like this one actually is fine. I'm just not a green guy. It has blue in it too, actually. Like you can see it
Just a
really
little
good
bit,
there.
not too much.
So
Yeah.
like that one, cool.
Did it have some
But then
white
you
in it?
go to the blue. Go to the blue, and I think what happened was you picked the colors for the purple, and then you were like, we should translate that over to the blue. But the carbon fibers are completely different. This is like a blue carbon fiber with a little bit of black, where the purple one, which is here, the purple one is basically black carbon fiber with a little bit of purple.
Very little.
So having that purple all over really gives it that pop of color that you want. You didn't need that here. Here you just needed black accents and you would have been money. In my humble opinion. So to me, this one is sick. And this one is sick. I just like the carbon on this. This is really nice looking. These two are the standouts for me. And then this one is cool. But I just don't like green all that much. And this one is That's how I feel. But that's why you have 4 different colors, because everybody's different.
That's true.
Is there anybody in the comments that really likes the way that blue one looks?
You should put a poll
the
up.
action's really good on it. I agree.
Throw a poll up.
I don't know. How do I do that? I'm using StreamYard.
On yours, I think it's the plus sign.
Oh, you can do it right in here?
Yeah, I think so. And that on the plus, I think you have start a poll, maybe, if I remember right. I'm going off memory now.
Nope. No option for that. But I could do it if I go over to
YouTube Studio.
YouTube and try to do it, but I don't know.
That's too much. Yep.
The action.
Severn likes the
studs
blue
on mine. They were stiff at first, but after the first 100 flicks, she loosened up well. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Are those not a front flipper too? Yeah, they're a front flipper. See if it works. Yep. She flips. Yeah, the action on these is sick.
Severn and Brian said they like the blue. Bianca says she likes the blue.
Sever doesn't count. Reverse flick it, Kev. Yeah, I can do both. I just did. He likes the purple. Shocker. That's funny. Oh, you did a green? I like that. I like the green. There you go.
That's why they have different versions.
Do you think the blue Anno was too much? Yes, 100% was too much. It should have been black. We had to say goodbye to Maggie today. She was not eating. Oh, Bill, dude. Sorry, I'm seeing this Facebook thing about a post you put up. Sounds like you had to put one of your dogs down, dude.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
That is not a good time. Yeah, I've had to put 3 dogs down over the years. 2 of them were my dog, my dogs, not just like a family dog when I was a kid. And yeah, that shit sucks. But We did have a traveling vet, so like the vet we had would come to our house, which was awesome. And it really didn't cost more than going to the vet.
Oh, nice.
And so when we had to put those dogs down, like she would come to the house, and we would like with one of them, we got to like take him out back in the yard, and like he got to lay down in the grass, and you know, and the other one I think was February, so we just did it in our living room. But like, just think about yourself. Would you rather get put down in your living room where you're comfortable, or get taken to a hospital and like have it be all, unknown, and well, usually the dogs at that point are kind of just out of it, but still it felt better for us to do it that way.
I agree, especially if you take an animal, a pet, to the vet on any frequency, they kind of already get like anxious about going. So, it's more stress
Yeah.
than what they probably need anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Bill. That's tough, man. Kathleen says, why so many models? Seems like overkill. So do you mean so many versions, or that they have so many models? I mean, I'm guessing you meant models, but I just want to confirm. I mean, I feel like it's pretty standard for a Chinese brand. They actually have less models than most. And they tend, what I really like about Cuo and Reich actually is one of the things they do a lot is they'll have a design, and within 6 months you'll have a V2. And then you look at the Griffin, you look at the Ventnor here, I mean, they're
Triad.
on V4. The Ventnor, I think I saw at Blade Show last year, or was it the year before I saw it? It was one of the first like liner locks with buttons. Now they're on a V4. And so Cuo tries to improve their knives like literally every run. They don't really do reruns. Like, I guess they are with these Yakuzas, but like a lot of times, if there's a bunch of issues or concerns or just, minor improvements, like we do it with our knives at Divo. I call it CQI. I think I stole that from Spyderco. Constant quality improvement. Like if you're not updating your design when you do a new run, you're doing something wrong. Like you're being complacent, because there's always something you could change. Like one of the things that I didn't like, yeah, see, boom, on these Yakuzas, looks like they switched over to T8s. These were all tiny little T6s on the first run, I'm pretty sure. At least on the premium one, it was, I think. I don't know. Sever can confirm that, but it looks like they switched over to T8. And I always hammered them for the T6s all over the place. So, like, they're always doing stuff like that. And to me, I would much rather have that than have 12 new models. And, because 11 of them are just like, it's like, it's just another knife. If you get a knife that people like enough to buy it, like it's probably a good idea to improve that and try to keep bringing it out, like we'll play with it and do like we're doing with the tallway. We'll do a small and we'll do a large one, just improve it, do a V2, do a whatever. Like that, I think that's a better way to do it, but to
I
each
like the
their
fact
own on
also
that.
that they are making it at like available to the masses with the different prices and options too. Like if you couldn't afford the
Yeah.
premium, then they got a mid tier and a entry level tier.
Yeah. I love the blue one. All right, Nick. There we go. Kathleen likes the blue. Brian likes the blue. He doesn't count. He likes the blue. The blue with satin always sells quick. Yeah, blue always does well. Purple always does well. The blue would be good with black. Yeah. Give me some different color collars. Just matte tie or something. Yeah. Yo, Chris, what up, dog? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Subbed Cuo. Yeah. Go sub Cuo, guys. Give him a sub. Copper would be cool. Yeah, copper would be cool. I don't think with the blue, but it's not quite like a shipwreck, you know. But I don't know. Maybe it would look cool with copper, actually. I don't know. I am a big fan of that shipwreck look.
Yeah, I like it too. Protech just did a TR3 with a shipwreck scale. I don't know if it's out yet or not. It looks sweet though.
Yeah. Oh man, Mark. Sorry, dude. He's got to put his dog down too.
Dang.
Oh, damn. His wife passed in January. Jesus. Damn, Mark. So sorry, dude. You've been having a rough go. Rough go there, man. Well, hang in there. Dude, I couldn't imagine.
Nah, that's brutal.
Yeah. Nobody's doing it right. Like Couture from 50 to 300. Sever says the pricing on the syndicate was. So you agree? That's good. I'm glad you agree with that. Did you talk to them about it? Like, because that was it really did. I thought it was going to be like $100, and then I was like, okay, M390, 150, sure. 215. I'm like, damn. I mean, we're talking about plastic here. We're talking about practice. We're talking about plastic. You guys aren't all from Philly. It's an Allen Iverson reference. Yeah, I didn't get that. I mean, if people want to spend it, that's fine. Like the knife is good. I hate arguing about price, or not arguing, but like even bitching about price sometimes. I hate doing it because it's like I know what it's like. You just price it at what you got to price it at. But like at some point, just don't make the thing. Like I don't know. I know that sounds stupid, but like if you are doing the cost analysis and it's like we're gonna have to sell this knife for $215, just don't do it because you're gonna have live streams where people are complaining about the price of your knife. People who legitimately love your business, you know what I mean? Like, and it sucks to have to do that, but like I'm gonna be honest, it is what it is. So T8 should be a standard. Yeah, the only reason to do a T6 is if there structurally is no other choice. Like you're doing an inlay and the screw has to be tiny, right? Like you want it to disappear. Or it's a frame screw, like underneath on a bolster lock, Riot will really only do T6s. They won't do T8s because they're button top screws. It's the same thing with like a rear mounted clip screw. A lot of times those need to be a T6 because if they take that button head and they cut out a T8 in there, it removes so much material that head becomes brittle. And it's so easy to just snap the head off of the screw. So they do a T6 to keep the durability of the screw head. In those cases, I understand it. Like you just got to do it. But like there's no reason in 2026 that like these body screws should be T6, So I'm glad to see them catching up on that. I mean, God knows I've complained about it enough. So, Brian, I like the blue, but I have the satin M390 finish with copper foil carbon fiber. Yeah, that was like the premium one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a cool. Who designed the Oh, it was Felix. Yeah. Okay. That's right. He did the Syndicate and the Triad. Level on up, lost his cat. Missed the dude. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I think he was saying that he lost his cat during COVID or something. Oh man! So you went to the vet not knowing they were going to put him down. That sucks.
Oh, yeah, you don't even have time to prepare mentally for that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a rough one, man. That is a rough one. Oh, we have a new member of the Divo family. Colin, well, his wife had the baby.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, today,
Congrats.
this morning, I think maybe it was last night, but Colin is now a dad. Shout out to Colin.
Another little future knife designer.
Yep. Another future knife designer. The Divo team is growing. We're filling up the farm system.
Love to see it.
So you just gotta wait like 15 years and maybe like 10, 12, then they can just work for us for free. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Earn their keep. They live there for free.
You know, we need people to help with QC and shipping.
That's right.
Get your pitchforks and torches, boys. We're going to Cuo.
Oh, that reminds me. So that we have these conversations in all of our the whole Chinese import thing. So
What about it?
it got me to thinking, let's just say there's a world in which for whatever reason there is no other option available except American made. What three brands are you going with if you could only have American made knives? Like that was all that was available.
That's a good question. So TRM for sure, because I need something that's not $800. You know what I mean? Like I need something that's not like affordable, but like doesn't cost a fortune and is good quality and will actually cut shit. Like they're gonna get the job done there. I would go with Brown knives, Craig Brown, because he makes just cool ass shit. Like I don't know, his stuff's just top notch. Like I love his stuff. So definitely do Craig Brown. The question is, so now I've got kind of like I've got the what would you call it? The user focused, brand, and then I have the like premium baller brand. So what do I do with the last choice? I'm trying to think. It has to be USA made.
Yeah. That's all that's available in this scenario, just this fun scenario.
See, I don't think I would choose like Spyderco or something, just because I
I
don't
know how
like
you
them.
feel about the compression locks. I didn't expect them to be on your
I don't
list.
really buy those like Benchmade, Spyderco, ProTech. Like I don't really buy those now. So like, why would I?
So there is one that I'm curious that didn't appear on your list right away, and I
What is
haven't
it?
heard you talk about them for a while.
What is it?
American Blade Works.
Oh, American Blade Works. That would be an interesting selection.
I
I
like
think I think
like
I would like. Is it like I can just get any knife I want from this company, or is it like the same standards and everything, same situation as now applies.
Yeah, I would say same
Like,
situation as now. Like
because I would probably choose like Sparrow Knife Co. because I would try to get like one of
custom.
his CNC customs or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But those are going to be hard to get and very expensive, and it would probably get even more so if this scenario happened. So that doesn't make too much sense now, does it? Dude, I don't know. That's tough. Trying to think of other brands that are
Kershaw,
USA
maybe?
made.
Anything from Kershaw? ZT?
ZT is a good one, but I don't know. I already got my utility taken care of,
Right.
with TRM. I don't really need.
Well, TRM is a funny one too
Not
because
that ZT is utility or anything, but
TRM is interesting too because they do offer premium finishes on some of their models.
yeah, like so you got a good selection with TRM, I think.
Right.
Huh.
With
I don't
the
know.
limited choices, would Tactile ever make it back to your list?
Nah.
No.
I don't know. There's something about Tactile. There's something off. I don't know how to explain it. Like they're too cool for school, kind of.
They're too cool.
You
That's
know
a
what
good
I
way to
mean?
put it. Yeah.
Like they think they're hot shit. I don't know. Um,
Protec maybe? He used to love Protec at
I
one
already
point.
said Protec. I wouldn't do.
No.
I group them in with like Benchmade and Spyderco at this point.
Gotcha.
Not that I don't like them. I just, if I'm
You're trying to
choosing
cover all your bases. Yeah, I got you.
Koenig, maybe. You get that like ridiculous precision. There's got to be someone I'm missing. There's got to be something obvious that I'm missing.
What are you looking for to fill the last spot? No real criteria?
No, I think that's why I'm struggling. Oh man. Another Divo mouth to feed. Oz Machine would be an interesting one. But I kind of get the same too cool for school from them too now. For a while now. And then when he started just like mouthing off about the China stuff and like I get it, be proud that you make stuff here and all that, but like why you gotta talk shit on other people, you know?
I guess
Medford?
you could go custom for that final spot, right? That way you have something.
Medford.
Ugh.
See, I don't like customs though. I like if we're talking customs, I like brown knives. Like I like that type of custom.
Right.
Small batch
Sharp
CNC
by
custom.
Design? Doesn't he do stuff?
Who?
Sharp by Design?
Yeah, that's similar.
That's similar.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be on my list. Hawk knives, no. McNeese, no. Demko, no. Um,
Yeah, I had the same problem.
Print,
I was
no.
like, it would be really tough to like what avenue would I go to consistently for stuff?
Nick, Divo wouldn't count. It has to be USA made unless you just want a mug. Unless you just want a mug.
Unless one of these new Divo members become a machinist.
Yeah. We need to work on that. Holt's a good one, but they've had a lot of negative press too. Yeah, sure. Definitely not USA made. It's not just USA companies, it's gotta be USA made.
Yeah, made.
So yeah,
We don't have
Kershaw
access.
would count, Koenig would count, Machine Wise would count. I I haven't handled enough of their stuff. They were supposed to send me a couple of their knives to check out. They never did.
Damn.
So fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
Would have been cool.
But I can't, I can't speak to it. If Grimsmo was in the US, I'd probably put them on the list. Naps. No. Heretic, nah. I was thinking about Axial.
Oh,
but
yeah. OTF's only.
I love their stuff. I love their OTF, but I just don't I don't carry it. I don't I'm just not an OTF guy, I guess.
Yep.
I have this sick one, dude. It's like bronze.
I think they're just more fun to fidget with more than anything.
With the carbon.
I like that bronze. It looks good with the carbon fiber.
Yeah, this is nice.
They've come such a long ways, and they weren't bad when they first came out.
No.
But it's just, it's impressive how, you were saying, constant improvement.
Yeah, Chris Reeve was one I was thinking about too. That would be interesting, but those thumb studs, man, they're so bad. It literally kills it for me. Quiet Carry's not USA made. Otherwise, they'd be on my list.
Yeah.
Can't pick 3, but I can pick 1 USA made company. Who's that? They are the ultimate fidget toy. Who? What? What are you talking about?
I think when you were talking about OTFs, that might be what he was talking about.
Oh, maybe. Monterey Bay. Nope, that's not. Oh, yeah, I guess they do make USA made stuff. But I don't know. They're not really my preferred style either. This is tough, man. This is why I struggle. This is why I don't have a lot of USA made stuff because or knives because I'm just not in they don't fit me that well, here's looking at my my case over here. I only have 12 or 15 knives in there right now, but these are the 2 American made ones.
Is that the Bulldog? What is that one?
Yeah, it's the Bulldog 2 Lefty. So good. And I hate crossbar lock, but this thing's fantastic.
I hate the popularity of the bar lock. I know that there are good ones out there that are done well, but I hate that the market is flooded with them. I feel like it's the button lock craze all over again.
Who was it? Concept that asked me? A couple of companies have asked me recently, what they could do better, what I would like to see, that kind of stuff. And tell them all, I'm like, dude, stop making the damn crossbar lock. Lean into the top liner lock or whatever. If you want a lock like that, do that. Don't do the damn crossbar lock. Get rid of the proud liners. Go back to nested liners. Charge an extra $10. Cutting these corners to cover the tariffs. It's just killing me. Yeah. Sharknivco. Hypercut. Nah, no. Yeah, maybe somebody will name one that I can agree with. But as of right now, you guys haven't given me anything. Haven't given me shit. LT right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm giving
Kershaw would be an interesting one. I might go with the Kershaw just because you would get variety.
You
You would have new stuff coming out. You have the launch series, and then you have some of their other knives. The problem is, can it be Kershaw / ZT? Can I get both?
I think so. Cuo USA is all one company.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Kai USA. So that way I get ZT and I get Kershaw. Hopefully they trend away from the crossbar lock too. But like I feel like I would get bored of my options if I just had TRM and brown knives. Not that I don't love I love those knives, but like that gives me like 10 knives. You know what I mean? Total. And
And it might not be as bad because, again, in this fake scenario, the rest of the world market doesn't exist. Like, they're only made here in the US. You get them from the US. That's it.
yeah. I don't know about olive. I think they're made overseas though. Very Good Knife Co. Is that a thing? Never heard of it. What's up, Richter Knives? What's going on?
Oh, that's what I was going. I have a mini. Wait, is it? I forgot the mini comes fresh a lot, but the new one from Microtech. The what in the heck is that thing called? I ordered it and I've already forgot the name. The MSI.
Oh, Microtech?
Yeah, I wanted to give it a shot because everybody keeps talking about how good it is. I tried the big one and it was like the lock system is so mushy. I don't know if you ever got to even just handle one, but
No,
everyone.
I always thought the MSI kind of looks like the tall boy, but it has that gay lock on it.
Yeah, well, they
So
said
like
that
I
it's
have
better
no
on the mini,
need
so I wanted to try it and see for myself so I can have an opinion.
like I have
But
no need for it. You know what I mean? Like I can just carry a tall boy that has a real lock. A
yeah,
real man's lock.
a real man's lock.
Uh sorry. That reminds me, I saw Tony Marfione on so Microtech. You know the guy that does the marketing for Microtech? He's
Yeah.
a gun guy. He's like an ex-sniper actually, and he has a YouTube channel called X Ring. Very popular. And I was watching one of his videos one day and I heard the voice. You know, like his channel came on because I was looking at a review of something. This was like last year when I started getting deeper and deeper into guns. And I'm like, I know that voice. Like it's a very distinct voice, the guy who
Yeah.
does the Microtech stuff.
Yeah.
And so I eventually connected, you know, put two and two together. So he has a channel called X Ring. Well, he started doing like a challenge. You know how I don't know if you watch GunTube. Yeah, you do. Duh. Like you know how some guys have like these shooting challenges, like the
Right.
mile, like the 1,000 yard challenge that Texas plinking guy does, and then like Eric Cortina does his like blackjack challenge, and then Backfire does a challenge. I don't know if you know any of them, but he started doing one, and it's like a mile, like shooting a mile.
Jeez.
Um, and Tony Marfione was on the one episode I saw. I only saw one episode. And oh shit, what I do? Tony Marfione was in it. He had like a Barrett bolt action rifle. And I don't know. I've always kind of thought Tony Marfione was like super corny. Like, you know, he just the way I've always been kind of like told about him is like, you know, he just acts like a rich dude with fancy stuff and like, you know what I mean? Like he's better than everybody else.
Right.
But he seemed pretty cool in that video and he like knew how to shoot and like, I don't know. I gained a little respect for him. He didn't hit it, but it was kind of cool to see. So anyway, that was my Microtech story. Trying to find something here. Oh well.
Who's
You guys ran out of companies, huh? ProTech we talked about. Fairly small batch. Very good knife company. Okay. Okay.
I never heard of them. Do they just do fixed blades, or do they
Yeah,
do
I've never heard of
folders?
them either.
Yeah, some of the fixed blade stuff wouldn't work for me.
Yeah, the Stitch never did it for me. Medford? Nah. Nah.
I think Neves likes some Medford knives. I've seen them talk about
Oh
a
yeah,
few.
dude. Neves has been he's been on the Slim Midi for a long time. I was a big Slim Midi fan for a while. I actually owned a couple because they worked, like right-handed ones worked left-handed really well. And I got a good one, I guess, because I got a Lefty when those came out, and it was so bad. Like I paid $700 or something, and I mean this knife was terrible.
Mm.
Marbles? Is that a brand? Oh, is that like the Smoky Mountain Knife Works cheap slip joint brand? Marbles? Medford Antic is dope. I've never seen that. Let's look that one up. Medford Antic. Let me pull this up for you guys. This looks just like their other one, though. Doesn't that look just like the M58, the M1948 or whatever it is? The one that's like an ode to George Patton. It's like a front flipper. This is interesting. It looked better in the drawing. It's funny.
I
Let
will
me show
say
you the one.
Medford does some immaculate finishes, just very interesting finishes on their knives. I do give them credit for that.
Here it is. No, this is the Gentleman Jack. That one looks cool. I'm thinking of this one, M48. This one's cool looking. That's pretty dope.
Flips like a machine gun, huh?
I think the M48 is maybe that might be the designation for a machine gun.
Gotcha.
I thought he told a story where he designed it had something to do with Patton. Maybe it was a certain version he did or something.
Oh, it's a tank.
I don't know. He's got apparently it's got like 12 references. Yeah, the Slim Midi is definitely one of the sexier knives that they've ever made.
That's what it was. I saw Neve's video on the Smooth Criminal. That's the one that I couldn't remember the daggone name.
Not going to be everybody's favorite, but like to me, this is a sexy look with the Tanto. I don't like the drop. Neves is a big Slim Midi drop point guy, so we always bust each other's balls. If you have a Slim Midi with a drop point, you have a small dick. Those are facts. Yeah, the Smooth Criminal was god awful, and then apparently they fixed it, but like it has such a bad reputation that to this day I feel like people still think it sucks. Flicks like a machine gun. That's just stupid. I agree. It's like corny as whatever happened to Medford's Swiss Army knife?
There's not more knives on this page? I thought you were still going.
Do you guys remember that? Hey, look at this T-bone. That's pretty cool. No, it was a separate company.
Oh, I gotcha.
Looks like he's got a ballad song he's gonna be making. Let's see if it is on here somewhere. You think they would link it, right? if he still had it. Did he just slowly phase that out? Or is it still in here somewhere? There it is. The ASK. American Service Knife. Maybe he was trying to sell it to the army or something. I guess they still have it.
Looks like it.
Look how expensive this thing is. $240 goddamn dollars. You can get a Swiss Army knife for $30.
What's the steel?
Where are Swiss Army knives made?
Stainless steel.
What?
Or did you say where? You said where?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
where?
where?
Are they made in China or are they made in Switzerland?
Oh, no, that's a good question. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that.
I think they're S45 if I remember correctly. Premium CPM steels. It's almost like they don't want to tell you.
It says they're
But you
made
can
in
buy the
Switzerland.
blades. So let's see. Where are the blades? Serrated blade, drop point. All right, let's see. What's the steel? $52 for the steel. S35.
Okay.
And Magna Cut. So they don't tell you because they just use whatever is cheaper.
Probably.
You know what that means, right? It's probably like D2. Swiss Army knife.
It says they're made in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
In the town of Ibeck. I'm probably saying that wrong.
There we go. Ibach. Well, I guess you would actually say Ebach.
Yeah, I was like, I know I'm saying it wrong.
20 CV. What about 20 CV? Tekel, Hinderer, Koenig, McNeese, Three Rivers. Yeah. I haven't handled Tekel. They were supposed to send me some stuff. They never did. They're supposed to send something for pass around. They never did.
I think I like McNeese. I just don't like that he doesn't use a lockwire insert. I just don't really love the titanium on
I've
that.
never been a fan of the design. They're just a little too crude for me. I don't know.
They feel like
I don't have anything against them or anything.
They feel like they're made in a machine shop, which doesn't bother me so much, but I don't like that the titanium hits directly on the steel.
Yeah. Like I'm a big fan of the ultra precision CNC stuff. And I'd rather pay for that than pay $500 for the knife without a steel insert or the rough hollow grind.
6 now to get a plain Jane, I think.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense when you can get a Chris Reeve that at least has like ridiculous tolerances and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Random change of thought. What kind of calipers do you have?
Calipers?
Yeah,
like
so
for measuring?
I'm getting, like I said, I'm trying to get into this reloading stuff. Now I've just been buying stuff. I haven't done anything yet. I'm just getting parts or tools. And Jack Wolf Ben was adamant that I get a set of like good quality calipers. So I ordered these Midatoyo calipers. They were
They look
like
nice.
$150 basically.
Mine is it's in
And
the
I'm
drawer right
curious what everybody's thoughts are on calipers. Now, I did not. These are the ones I've had for a couple years now, and they were like $30. So you have Nyko one. I think those are actually supposed to be pretty good. I saw those I watched a video by that guy who compares all the tools in like 10 minutes. What's that channel?
Oh, I don't know.
You never seen that?
No.
That guy who like he talks so fast and he's like all he does is compare them and then he it's very stat oriented. What's the brand? Project Farm.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out.
I watched the video on that, and I think the Nikos did pretty well. But yeah, I think these were like $30, or maybe they're like 40 or something. And I've really liked them. But I got those, and I was like, all right, let me compare it. I'll like measure the same thing or whatever, right? Like, let me find something I can measure. It's got to be like, yeah, okay, here. So like, here's a bit, right? Take this bit, and I measure down here. It should be a 1/4 inch, right? We'll see. So I get 0.2475. These go out to, let me just ease it on. I usually like push it on and then let it go and let it bounce back a little. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
So 2.475 is what I see. Okay. So now I'll grab these. Cool thing about these is you don't have to zero them. So like they don't, or apparently you don't. They don't have that drift issue that those have, where like literally every time I make a measurement, I have to go back to 0 and hit 0 to make sure, because I'll go back to 0 and it'll be like minus 0.524. Like it'll be way off. I think it's called drift. So these are coming up with 0.2485. 0.2485.
The other one was what, 0.2475? Was that the
Is that
other
what
one?
I said?
I think that's what you said.
Let's find out. 0.2475.
Yeah. That's what I thought you said.
So they go out to the same measurement, right? I don't know what you would call that. What is that? Is it a tenth? They go to a tenth. But
yeah, I guess so.
0.2485. Yeah, I don't know. But here's an example. So I just closed them. And look. Oh, wait. Now it's at 0. But a second ago when I closed it, it was at, let's see if I can turn it around again.
I did my Weehaw. This is what my Weehaw came up at.
You see? 495. Yeah. This is at minus 0.0005. So then I always have to, I'll push it close and then I have to hit 0.
All right. So I'm gonna push mine close to see, does it go back to 0?
Yeah, it did the same thing. It went to negative 0.0005. Now it's zeroed.
Okay. I think
these
I rolled back off of it a little bit.
These just go to 0. But the cool thing with these is, like, if let's say I open it up to here, right? And now I just turn it off. Okay. Now it's off. All right. So now open it more and I turn it back on and go to 0. It'll just go to 0.
Oh.
Like it remembers, it like knows where it's at. And they have this thing called origin. And that's like, origin is like your real 0, if that makes sense. So like, you know how sometimes you zero shit? Like, here's an example. So if I take these and I measure this, right? I measure this bit. Here, I'll take a Weehaw bit since that's what you're saying you measured, okay? So here's a Weehaw bit. Yeah, I get 0.2495.
Yeah, that's what I got on mine.
So, okay. So now I know that measurement. I'm going to zero this so that zeroes out now, right? Because I want to know how much thicker this one is than
Yeah, I
that
got
one,
you.
right? I
Gotcha.
want to know. I want to know the difference. So I zero it or whatever. So this one is negative 0.05, right? So it's like a hundredth or thousandth or whatever smaller. So the cool thing with these is it, like if I turn it off now, I zeroed it on that. If I turn it off, it comes back on just regular
0.
zero. But you have an origin button, which that controls your main zero, if that makes sense. So if you ever fuck with the zero, you can, like, you have a setting for your like real zero.
So I did that with mine. It just cuts it on. So we'll do. It's hard to do this on camera, so I'm gonna do what you did. I'm gonna turn it off,
Yeah.
and then when I go to move it, it cuts it on.
All right, now close it and see if it's at zero. Yeah, see, that's cool. That works pretty well. What's the button you have at the top?
Oh, it changes it millimeter to inch.
Okay, 0, on, off, and then the millimeter inch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have this origin button. I don't know. I think it's cool that it has that.
Yeah, I
And these
like
are
that.
made in Japan too, which is cool.
I'm sure this
They
is
don't
made.
turn off on their own though, which is annoying. I really want a pair that um that turns off after a while instead of just draining the battery.
Right.
Um and then the other thing I don't like about these other ones is when you look at this, the depth gauge thing, look at it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just flopping around. I think there was a screw here at one point. You see this? It has
Oh,
threads. So I think there was
yeah.
a screw head that was holding this in
Yeah, mine
and
has
that was
that.
keeping it in place.
Like,
Yeah,
probably something like
that
that.
is clearly why those Nico ones uh are popular. They get good reviews for a reason. So where did you get those and how much are they?
I found it on
Amazon
Amazon after looking through some reviews. Like you said,
Yeah,
I
see, you did. Yeah, you looked at reviews. I probably just searched calipers um and then just looked at the stars. I probably didn't do much. So I've bought 2 calipers since 2021. I bought 1 pair. Does any of this give away my info? Let me see. Let me share this. And then I'm going to look at the comments because I'm sure people have some thoughts. So here, November 5th, 2021, I bought these. Open in new tab. And then I bought the ones that I have now on May 12th, 2021. So let's see what these cost. So share this tab. All right. So these are the ones I bought for 10 bucks, I think. Yeah. These are the first ones I got. They were like $7, $8, and they were all plastic. Like even the
oh,
what do you call these?
I'm gonna call them teeth because I don't know what they're called.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
blades, the teeth, whatever.
Yeah.
Um they're plastic. Like, so these are shit. You can tell they only go to what is that, 100th or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know what you call that. 2 decimals versus what, 4 I think we have on these other ones. So I had those, and then I bought the ones I have now, which
Wait,
are Q Fun Digital. They were 30 bucks.
that's
They were
funny
30
because
bucks.
the Nico is actually less than that one that you bought.
Um 0 to 6-inch tool. Where's the review? Did I look at the reviews? Let's see if I did at the time. Where do they have the stars? Am I missing it?
It's right under the title, right above the price.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I probably looked at that and I was like, okay, 4.4. There's 1,000 of them sold or whatever. Like, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Extreme accuracy. So apparently it has a .001. So 1,000th accuracy, which is the same as yours probably. And no, actually, I think it's an extra. I think it's an extra decimal. So let's look those up. What are they? The Nico what?
I did Nico caliper and it came up.
Caliper. Okay.
Yep, that's it right there.
That's the one you have? 23
Yeah.
bucks?
Yeah.
Damn, son. Okay, $23, 6-inch. Okay, so you have actually less stars, but you have
more sales.
23,000 reviews versus 1,000. So yeah, this would have been the one to go to if I was actually paying attention. Let me see if it shows the plus or minus.
Got 3 more pictures in there.
It might be on the back too. Look at the back of the calipers.
I need to stop putting them away. Let me see.
Like, does that even make sense? He's measuring a round object with the calipers.
Yeah, I don't think it says it on the back. I can show you what it has.
It's probably in the description.
Like if you scroll down where it has the pictures, it probably has it.
There we go. So look, 0.00. No, that's the resolution. Where's the plus or minus? 0.001. Okay, so that's the same as the ones I have. So now let's look up the Mitutoyo ones.
It didn't zero out. There you go.
So the most popular Mitutoyo ones are these 500, 193. So here's the Nikos. They come up. So Starrett is a brand I heard a lot about. Somebody else in the comments, I think, said those too. Brown and Sharp is another one that came up a lot. So I think these are the ones I have. 500-196-30. Mine's the 32, but I think the 32 replaced the 30 or something like that. So that's the resolution is the same, 0.0005 inches. That's basically just telling you what the screen shows.
Right.
So the screen goes to 0.0005. That's as far as it goes.
100,000th. I don't know what the other one is.
I don't know how to say that either. Where's the
keep going down. Go to the pictures and see if it's in there. Yeah, you're almost there.
Measurement accuracy 0.001. Is that an extra zero or no?
It's the same.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Is it? Let's see. Nico calipers. Let me just check again. Where did we find it on these there?
You had to go down.
No, so yours says 0.001.
There isn't. Yeah, it's the same.
No, yeah, it's the same. So
maybe the new one is better because you said you.
So I'm wondering.
It's not the
exact same. I can definitely I can feel a difference in the quality, obviously.
Right.
And like they actually zero out when I go down to 0. They don't like do that negative shit. They don't do anything weird. So they feel really good. Like they're quality calipers. I'm just curious, like, are they better than
are they $100?
Are they better than a $23? Yeah, they're right. $120 more.
Right.
Are they worth that? Jaws, yes, Jaws, you got it. Why did my face just like flushed up a lot? My Nico has an origin button as well. Okay, how much was that one?
Oh, maybe there's more than one. Let me go back.
You should never leave them closed, and when you turn them on, wipe the surface clean before closing them, and always check 0. Why can't you leave them closed?
I think my
Please explain that, just so I know. I've had a cheap pair of Lowe's pair for years, and they must come on in the box or something because I don't use them often, and they're always dead. That could just be... Have you tried putting like a good battery in there? Like whenever I get a new thing, I try to find Duracells for them. I just find Duracells to be like quality.
If you're storing them in the case, if you lay my case is not very durable. If I lay something on top of it, it will like when I open and close the drawer, bounce it on and off constantly. So
So
I
you
leave it
guys,
on the
you keep
top.
them in the case. I don't. I just keep them
No,
out on my desk.
I used to. That's why I stopped keeping them in the case. I keep it on the very top now so it
'Cause it's
doesn't hit
annoying to
anything.
open the case every time you need calipers.
Yep. Yep.
So somebody says precision, but the question is, what about where is that precision? Agreed on the Mitutoyo from what I have heard is one of the best. Yeah, I mean that's all you hear is that Mitutoyo is the best, but like I'm just curious, are they really? Starrett or Minotaur? Yeah, I heard about Starrett. The reason I didn't go with Starrett, or there's a couple other brands that are popular. They're all made in China. Minotoyos are the only ones made like those are made in Japan. I trust I mean, that does make them cost more, obviously. I trust that way more than something made in China for like that type of precision, you know. Um,
They do have a newer, or well, I
but
don't know. The model number is
I
different
don't know. Like
on this.
again, with China, it's like it's just how much you ask of them. If you ask for a cheap pair of calipers, then you'll get a cheap pair of calipers. If you ask China to make some baller calipers, I bet you they can do it. Fowler Precision, that was one of the other ones they were in China too.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
can
for what I've
claim
been using
whatever
it
on Amazon.
for,
Yeah, yeah, of course they can. I was just curious if there was a difference in that claim though. Yeah, Brown and Sharp were the other ones too that I kept seeing.
I mean, for what I was doing, I was like, this is way more than what I need, but I'm glad I have them.
I mean, that's interesting because you're saying $23 is way more than what you need. I
Well,
mean,
I'm
I think
I'm
$23 is a good. I mean, that's a
yeah,
good. That's a good price. I don't know. You wouldn't
I'm
want
using.
$8 ones.
Well, I'm saying I don't need to spend 4 times as much on a set of
Oh no,
calipers for what I'm using them for.
no. But I was told that you have to.
I think your features are better.
No, not necessarily because yours comes on when you fucking move it. Mine doesn't. They don't turn off on their own. Do yours?
Let's find out. I'll leave it on here for like 5 minutes and see if it cuts off. Did we ever get an answer on why you should never close them all the way?
Rust on precision ground surfaces. Most shops are damp. Rust is an issue. Ah.
Okay.
So if you get something on there and then close them, they could touch and then they could corrode each other, I guess. Yeah, I've
Gotcha.
never had that issue because I'm not in a shop, you know what I mean? Like I'm in my office. But that's good to know.
Yep.
I will wipe them off. Or actually, I'll just put a paper towel right between them, close it, and then leave it open. I never knew that. I have always closed my calipers.
Same.
Like, watch these, dude. This is what I hate about these. So, like, if I open and close them and do some shit, right? It's like clockwork. It's always off. I don't know if I jam it, close, and then let go. But then part of me wonders if I caused that because I put like tape and shit on them. And then, I mean, I did clean it off. I actually did that yesterday. I cleaned them all off. Um, but I bet you that's probably part of it. Maybe it's just me fucking with them, you know? Although I don't see anything. And they still do it. And it happens like every time. Like now it's saying this. Look,
Damn.
now
It
it's a
grew.
thousandth off.
It grew. Or I should say it shrank.
What's up, Cliff?
it'll do that in the
Oh,
corner.
he's talking to Cap Smith. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting conversation. And I don't feel like I should get rid of these because I got those, but this does bug me, like that bullshit where it doesn't line up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it happens every single time I use them. Then I always have to zero them and then start over, and then I know it's off by a little bit each time. I wonder if it has something to do with the depth gauge being not held down. Let me see.
Mine hasn't cut off yet.
It could be actually the depth gauge, because look, if I just take the depth gauge in my finger and push on it, I can clear that, and then it comes back.
Yeah.
I need a screw that fits in there. I have tons of screws too. I'm going to try to fit that. A real nice caliper like my Fowler isn't digital. It's a dial like a clock that is very precise. Well, you can choose what you want. I don't particularly like I just bought I bought a bunch of reloading stuff, and I bought it's like some thing that you barely ever need. I forget what the hell it is actually. It like measures the consistency of cases and bullets and stuff. Concentricity gauge or something. And like they had a cheaper one that wasn't digital, but I just like digital better.
It's easier and faster to read. I mean, it's convenient for me anyway.
So that screw isn't fat enough. That's probably not. I'm probably not going to find anything that fits then. A company made a Strider, but they made it with crystal tie. Let me pull this up. Crystal tie and as an integral. Is that still a clone or is that different enough? Looks just like a Strider except the crystal tie and integral. Can you tell me who it is so we can look it up? That is a clone. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. It's a clone or a copy. It's like, it's not cool. You know what I mean? But then again, the Strider designs have been cloned and copied so much, I think, because aren't there like rumors that he copied when he made the damn thing? Maybe that's why. Come on, baby. Oh, this isn't going to work. Fuck. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It's busting right through the front of that. Oh, that's not good. It needs to be short, too. This is not going well. Yeah, they really screwed up using this stupid little screw hole instead of a plate like yours or the Mitutoyo ones. So I need like a short screw with a fat head. Definitely what she said, right, guys? Oh, wait. Like a clip screw like this should work. Hold on. This should work. And it's a Phillips. Let's see if it actually fits, though. The threads look a little too small. He says you're never going to use that. Use what? Never going to use that. What is he talking about? Oh, you're talking about the concentricity gauge. Well, he did say it's the least used tool he has, but when he needs it or whatever, like it's really good to have. I don't know. We'll see. But I also just thought it looked cool, so I went with it. I think I just fixed this. Look at that.
That'll work.
It'll work. Let's see if that fixed it. Nope.
Was worth a try.
It was worth a try. It's so stupid. Like I can push it till it zeros, and then it now it's zeroed. It's rough that you can't like having that origin button is nice because you could fix this by just resetting the origin to be this, but then I guess it would just naturally be off too. Oh wait, now it's zeroed.
Maybe that's what that switch on the top is.
What?
Is that what this? Is that what this? What does this do? I've not even looked to see what that
Oh, the
does.
button?
Yeah.
The button just as far as I know, I think it just locks down the
Oh yeah, I
it
see what
makes
you're
it
saying.
tighter or
Locks it. Yeah.
yeah, like locks the jaws down. Yeah, calipers are super cool. You can do a lot of cool stuff with them. Like there's certain things I didn't even know you could measure with them. Like I didn't know about the depth gauge for a while. And then there's actually a step measurement that you can use, which is interesting. So anyway, calipers be cool. Let me put this stuff back.
Yeah, no, just pulled all this stuff out.
Oh wait, shit. What? Oh, there. It should always be able to repeat though. Yeah, that's my point. That's why it annoys me. 0 is like a tear button. Yeah, exactly. If you have the origin button, then it really works like a tear button. You know what I mean? Then you always have that default reset to the 0. And you can use your 0 button wherever you want without having to like, feel like you might be off or whatever. So like I don't feel like I wasted money or anything buying these nice ones. I was just curious, like how is it just one of those things where like so for $25 you can get essentially the same accuracy, but that extra money, it's like those small detail quality things, you know what I mean?
Right.
But what time is it? 12:16. Let me I should probably do like a giveaway and then wrap it up. I gotta see what I have here.
Is it in here? Where did I save this thing?
All right, we can do this best tech man I have here. It's the Flick. Let's see what it looks like because I have no idea. I don't remember at all. Oh, this is cool. At least they do nested liners. This is the Flick.
Nice little design.
Yeah. So we'll give this guy away. I don't know what the hashtag should be. What was our theme tonight?
Calipers.
James Bond.
James Bond 007.
You got to put your favorite Bond, but only one of them counts.
6, 5, 4. Let's see if I can just figure out a way to type all this and then print it.
All right, we're going to do hashtag criminal. That's what we're going to do. Let me see if I can fix this. I think I set one up where it gets us all on there. No? That one's funny. Just puts JD down in a corner.
I match the logo.
Can I move you down here? I hate that you can't just move them around when you want to, you know?
What do you use? StreamYard? What do you use? Yeah, StreamYard.
So, like, I'll create a new one real quick. So, watch. Camera slot. I'm going to put me down here. Add a camera slot. I'll make them the same. Come on. Nope. I'll put you over there, and then I'll do this media slot. Make this big. Okay. Is this going to work or no? Move layer forward. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. So let's try this. Sorry, you guys aren't seeing any of this yet, I don't think. Giveaway. Save new layout. All right. So now we'll use this. See? So you can like make your own layouts, which is kind of cool.
Right.
But now you can see the word and you can see the entries, but you can still see us, and we're not blocking a bunch of shit.
Yep.
So it's hashtag criminal. And that's how you get in to win the flick, because you know you can flick it like a machine gun, which makes no sense. Probably gotta be careful saying that with YouTube, you know.
Yeah, YouTube is interesting. I can't remember. It recommended a channel the other day, and you could tell by the title. It was like a Pew something channel, and they had like a 6-person on the thumbnail teaser for it. They were on. It was all webcam facing. I'm like, what do they talk about in this live stream?
With 6 people?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always wonder that. Like back in the day, people used to do streams, and they'd be like, "Here's the link. Anybody can come in," and like you'd have 10 guys on a stream.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, 5 of them are sitting there just flicking a knife. They're not saying a word. You know, 2 of them are like actually talking and ranting and shit. One of them's not even there. You know, they went to do something else, but they still have to be on the stream for some reason. Like it was always some shit like that. Yeah, it gets too convoluted for me if there's that many people. Like I could do 4 and like you can pass that around enough that it works. But really, I think 2 is the best number and 3 is like okay. You know. But yeah, 10 people in the same stream. It's like you ever watch Piers Morgan Uncensored?
Yeah.
It's like he has like 4 panelists and himself, and like sometimes it gets he tries to control it, but sometimes they're like talking over each other and like, you know, and it's always a heated debate. So you have people yelling at each other like back and forth, and then one guy's trying to talk, there's another guy like yabbering in the background. You know, it gets a little too crazy, but
Yeah.
I do like that show because he always has like liberals and conservatives on, and it's like the uncensored part is fine, but like it's, you know, they try to be unbiased, I guess. Like Piers Morgan obviously has his proclivities or whatever, but like the show has everybody on.
Right. Everybody has a voice.
Yeah. And at least you can hear, like, you can get the opinions of everybody, and then you can try to decide for yourself. It's kind of like it's kind of like the live stream version of ground news. You know what I mean? And I'm not the type of person that, like, I don't want to just fill my algorithm or whatever with videos of people who agree with what I think, you know? Like, I want to hear what people that I disagree with think. So maybe they make a good point. Maybe I can change my mind. Maybe they're idiots, and now I know for sure. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's better to do that than just to listen to people who say the same shit that you already believe over and over, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. And some people crack me up. Like, these days, dude, it's like damn near impossible to be sure that you're right about something.
No kidding.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
almost anything can be debunked as fake.
Yeah.
And it's like you never have actual proof of anything. It's crazy. Like, it really is. So you never really know what to think. So, like, I never feel comfortable enough to go spouting off shit because, like, I really don't know how accurate that is. I don't know. That's stupid, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I try to just be like, I'm more like a person. Like, I just want to be in the middle, and then I want to, like. Here's a good example. Like, instead of like being right wing or left wing, or instead of being a liberal or a conservative or whatever, right? Like, I try to be in the middle, I guess, and then I want to hear each case on its merits. Like, I don't want to just be like, okay, this happened. Well, the people that I agree with think this, so, like, that's what I think. You know,
Yeah.
I want to know the facts and then try to figure out what happened and then decide what I think about that. And I want to do that with every single scenario. Like, I don't know. It bothers me when people just like follow party lines, like, mindlessly. Like, they don't
Yeah.
even take the time to like think about stuff. It's just like, okay, this would be good or this would be bad for the party that I care about. So I'm gonna follow this instead of like using your fucking brain and actually thinking about stuff. Anyway, I had to look up proclivity. All right. Left, right, it's made up to divide us. They're all buddy buddy. That's an interesting thought on that. One sheep, two sheep, three sheep. Yeah, unfortunately, you know. All right, let's pull this and gets to getting. Who it gonna be? Oh, it doesn't really show the winner too well though. But we can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Justin
Paulie.
Pauli. Congrats, dude. Do I have a pen here? Yes. Yes, I do. Justin Pauli. All right, dude. Shoot me an email. LeftyEDC88 at gmail.com.
He says it's his first time winning.
First time win. Awesome, dude. Yeah, shoot me an email with your address and I'll get this out to you. Congrats, dude. That's cool. I like that it's someone who hasn't won before. That's always good.
Heck yeah. That's a
So
lot
we
of
can go
fun.
back to no. There we go.
I was like, please don't feature me.
Yeah. So like before we close it out, do you have anything cool coming up or going on your channel or?
No, man. I did my live stream earlier today. I do it every Thursday. I do it at 6, usually because I try to spend time with the wife and the kids when they get home after work. But I was telling them today, man, I don't know career wise what'll be happening. So it may be that I start doing them late at night or whatever. So I don't know where I'm gonna end up at this point.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. I know it'll happen. I have no clue what it'll be.
Is it are is your do you have like a skill in a certain field or
I've been basically outside of a small window in the banking industry since I was 19.
okay. So
So
that's what you
I've been doing what I've been doing for a long time. For a little while, I did a little bit I did claims for insurance, auto claims. I didn't really like that. It wasn't very rewarding.
yeah,
I don't need to love what I do for a living, but I certainly would like to enjoy, the work that I do and feel satisfied by it.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know they call it work for work, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
But thanks for having me on, and thanks for
Yeah, dude.
everything you do for the community, man. Like I said, when I came in, you were like one of the few small channels that I watched. UKC, I watched a little bit of G Ball stuff, and then obviously Neves wasn't that big at the time. So it was really nice to just come in and kind of see like I could just talk about the stuff that I enjoy while being myself. There wasn't any special thing that I needed to do. So I appreciate all of that from the get. And it was, like I said, it was around the COVID time that I got into it. I don't know when you started. I think you were a little bit
Same.
before then.
It was a little bit before, but COVID's really when it took off, you know.
Yeah, man, and it's been wild to see you kind of, go from like a reviewer to designing to having all these designs, and like the majority of the designs you guys put together is as astounding that y'all keep coming out with stuff that I like. I wait for one to come out and be like, nah, he finally did one I didn't like.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome to
try
see,
I try
man.
to avoid those.
Hell
'Cause I
yeah.
if I don't like it, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty rare that Colin even shows me something that we don't end up doing. And a lot of them are just like we have ideas and then, we design the knife from that. So it's hard to miss when you do that. Um, at least like from my perspective. Um, I feel like I have a pretty good pulse on what people like, so I think that makes it easier,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
y'all
know.
doing great, man. I hope seriously, I do hope y'all continue to grow and take off, and just I hope it stays fun for you more than anything, because I think that when it doesn't become fun anymore, it kind of loses its luster.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, the Devo stuff still very fun. The channel got a little, I don't know, mundane there for a while. But that happens. Like it goes through cycles. Sometimes I feel like I'm burnt out and then it comes back.
Right.
I've never had it be like a prolonged thing. So that's why I try to always like have some other like a hobby that I'm doing. It's just that I always turn hobbies into jobs. Like it's my thing. Um, but like so that's why I've always gone through, like flashlights and fidgets and guns. Like there's always some other hobby thing that's going on. So
Trust me, man. I believe me, I know. I
if
I
I'm just
totally get it.
focused on knives, like it's too much.
And it's nice to have the diversity, honestly. If it's just one thing, you're gonna get burnt out, bored.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, dude, you've been able to do a lot of shooting stuff because you got the
Oh, I didn't even know that that was gonna be a byproduct of this, but I'm so grateful to have
dude,
that.
it's fucking
Oh my,
amazing. Do you
just
have
literally
anybody nearby that like would bitch or?
no.
That's so cool, dude.
No. So I'm on 5 acres. Uh, I purposely put the range on this side of the house with the house kind of acting like a buffer because this neighbor over here has 3 acres and they're
Okay,
also like in the middle of theirs. Behind me, the farmer owns 40 acres and his house is on the back of his property. I can
okay.
barely see the roof of his house from
Have you
when
ever
I,
talked to them?
yeah, all the
Like,
time.
and
Yeah.
they've never said anything?
I made sure I was like, hey, I like to shoot. And all I
Right.
got was a me too. I was like, yes, that's the
Nice.
answer I was looking for. I was like, if I ever do it too much or it's bothering you, and they were like, nah. And the guy behind me, he's got like cows. He's out there at like 8, 9 o'clock when he's off work feeding them. You can hear the truck going. So it's a
Okay.
trade-off, right? Like that doesn't really bother me. It's kind of funny. The cows get really active mooing because they know they're
Okay.
about to eat and stuff. So I'm like, it doesn't really bother me. It's not obnoxious, not loud. I can just faintly hear it in the distance. So, and then the kids have told me even inside the house when I'm back there shooting, they're like, it's you can hear it, but it's not super loud. It sounds like firecrackers.
Huh.
So I was like, well, I'm grateful for that. It has really worked out. And then he farmer Preston, as what we call him, he has a skid steer and he was like, I can come over there and clear it out for you really nice. I was like, all right, come on
Nice.
over.
Did he do it or you waiting?
Well, he's waiting for the ground to dry because we had the
Okay.
ice sit for a really long time, so it's really muddy back there right now, but he was like,
Oh,
"When
that's
it gets
cool.
nice and dry, but not too bad," he was like, "Leave everything like it is because the way those trees are, I can hit it with the skid steer and it'll pull them up by the roots, and then we can flatten it out."
Damn.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a ton of fun.
Yeah. Hey,
And then
what
I've
up,
been
Cole? Giant
practicing
thing.
with the bill drill alarm. I've been trying to practice with that. I had a dude, like cuss me up and down because I had my finger in the trigger guard. I didn't even realize I was doing it because I was so concentrating on like, all right, let me get it in my line of sight when I'm pulling it up. And I guess I had it like in the back of the trigger guard. It was pulling up instead of having my finger straight out. And he was like, get your F. And I was like, this is why all those guys are like, don't read your comments on the PView
Wait,
channels.
who said that?
Just some random dude popped up on the channel, was like, "Get your effing
Oh,
finger out of the." I
in the
was like, "Oh my."
comments, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They always like just don't read the comment on your PV channel. I was like, well, I was hoping to answer questions, and sometimes people are nice and give good feedback.
Yeah, I've had that too. Like I did a video comparing the two bodyguard versions and like it took off a little bit. And dude, the comments are insane. I lean into it. I'll respond to people and just like, I can self-deprecate all day. So that helps the algorithm, you know what I mean?
Right.
You just respond and be like, "Yep, I screwed up." Like,
I mean,
you know
that's
what
all
I
I
mean?
said. I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "I didn't even realize
You
that I
just
told."
want the engagement, you
Yeah,
know?
I was like, "I didn't even realize that's what I was doing." But he was like mad about it, boy. I was like, "Lord, I'm
Yeah.
on
And there's
5 acres."
also a difference, like, if you're at your home on a home range where it's safe, like, that's when you try to work those kinks out.
Right.
You know
Not
what I mean?
Yeah, you don't wanna do it at the range.
So, I don't know. Hey, Cole, check your, DMs, dude. I messaged you about the Pony V2. Trying to send you one. Yeah, I didn't mention this tonight. The Pony V2s are gonna drop at the end of March. So, um, White Mountain Knives got them in. He's gonna send me all the versions. We did Lefty, so I'll just get them all in Lefty. And then, yeah, Cole, check your messages because you got to pick which one you want, unless you just want me to pick. But there's a very wide range of variety. So, um, but yeah, so he's gonna send me all the lefties so I can show each version. I'm gonna put one in the pass around, and then we're gonna send however many out.
Cole said he wants the one with Ultim.
We don't have Ultra. We have brass. Still looks like piss, so that would work, but it's heavier.
I always wondered what the orange in his logo represented.
A lot of the guys picked the pop camo, the new camo that I came
Yeah, it
up
looks
with.
good. Yeah, I like that.
I
I
hate
still
when it
really like
happens though.
the shipwreck one that you did or that y'all featured. It was
Shipwreck.
really tough to pick
You mean
uh,
the Micarta one?
the big boy. No, on the big
Oh,
boy.
oh. Or you talking about the Growler? Or are you talking
Yeah,
about
the
the
Growler XL, sorry.
Okay.
Growler
Yeah, the
XL, yeah.
Shipwreck one was cool. Yeah, I
Yeah, that
ended
was
up
nice.
for the Growlers, I ended up keeping the Shipwreck, the Plurple, and the Wakanda Forever because I liked them all. Somebody convinced me to sell the Shipwreck, and then I was just on a live stream last night with Wyvern and Kodiak, and Chris on there. He really wants a Growler XL. He didn't get one, so I'm going to sell him one of the two I have left. So then I'll just have one. But like I couldn't choose between those three because they're so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, they came out really good.
Yeah, brass looks sick. All right, that's cool because I don't know if anybody else picked the brass, so I want to try to get all the versions,
Right.
in somebody's hand. Pew pew folks are very easily agitated. Yes, a lot of them are. They're the funniest people, man. So
Super
serious,
serious.
and
Super
it's like,
serious.
dude.
I
And most
I
of the time, those guys, they're just like a dude who shoots, after work or whatever. Maybe he does competitions or whatever, but like he's not military, he's not law enforcement, it's not his job, he's not getting paid to do it, and he's just so serious. And it's like, dude, this is a hobby. Like, chill. Well, I think I don't know, it was a different group that I'm in. Somebody shared a video that a guy talking about that. Like these elitist guys, man, they're so fucking serious and they don't realize they're just ruining the hobby for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I intentionally posted a video because I have a Glock friend. I think we all have a Glock friend.
Yeah, I mean, most guys are Glock guys, I think.
Yeah, so we go back and forth talking smack because I'm like MMP is better, and it just gets under his skin.
I'm an
So
Echelon guy, but I like the M&P too. I would take
I want to try
either
an
over a
echelon.
Glock.
It's next on my list. I went with the CZP-10C when I went in the last time to look. I got the ported one, so
That's cool. I want to check that one out too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing that one now, but Echelon is next. But anyway, I purposely posted like a quick short showing the MMP with the green slide, and I was like, my friend says that MMPs are trash and Glocks are superior, and you should just see like the comments go on for days on that one short.
Yeah, that'll rile them up, man.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Glock. You could just make shorts every day that say Glock suck, and you'd probably have a huge
Tons of
channel.
views. Yeah, yeah, you could help the whole channel off of that. You're so right.
It's funny. Yeah, if you try to put up something like educational or interesting, it won't do shit. But if you say something retarded, it'll kill. And
Pretty
that's the
much.
problem with the algorithm for me is I can't read the algorithm well. So like I'll make a video or whatever and I'll come up with a thumbnail and a title and I'll think it's fucking amazing. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is going to do great." And then it gets like 200 views. And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? Like that was gold." And then I'll put up a short where I just fucking open my drawer, grab the first thing and start jabbering about it because I need to post a short and it'll get 1,000,000 views. And it's
Yeah.
like it's just retarded. I hate the algorithm very, very much.
Yeah, it sucks
Uh,
too because usually if it's something you're truly excited about and passionate about and you put the energy and effort into it, it doesn't reward it, but you take a flashlight, turn it on and off, and then
that's gross. I might start that, dude. Just start doing a series. Reason number one, Glock suck. And then just keep going and going and going.
exactly, man.
See how well those do.
It'll hit.
That would be funny, but you probably need a Glock to show while you do it.
I thought about picking up a used one just so I could trash it on the channel all the time.
Yeah.
Seriously, I've been thinking about it. I've been
I
watching
wanted
for
to
one.
check out a Gen 6, but I need to sell some. I need to sell some before I buy more.
Yeah. And I
And I'm
really messed
actually
up.
trying to figure out a so I don't know if I mentioned this, but I submitted a form 4 for a suppressor in December, right? So I
Right.
have like I don't know, I have like 10, right? And so I put in for one in December, and then they had the whole thing where they went to $0. I don't know how much you know about or care
Yep.
about NFA stuff.
Yep.
But it came back like a few days before the new year, and basically they were like, "Oh, you're gonna have to resubmit this because it's gonna be $0 now." And it's like, well, I submitted it and paid the $200 because I wanted it to go through before, obviously. So then I resubmitted it in January, and it took until mid-February or something, and it came back delayed background check. So that's what the FBI told them when they did the NICS background check. And so I'm like, that's weird because I got approved like 12 times last year. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
these exact things. It makes no sense. So I put in one of those voluntary appeal things with the FBI. You can do that so that they'll give you like they have this thing called a UPIN. It's like a universal personal identification number, and it speeds up your background checks, I guess. It like
Oh,
gives
sure.
you basically they give you an ID number that then when they see that, it will help them just, you know, like, because maybe you have a very common name, like your name is Michael Chan or something, you know?
Right.
My
Right.
name is very common. So I did that thinking, like, okay, they're just gonna give me one of these pins because, like, I haven't had a problem buying a gun or getting a can or anything. Um, and they come back and they say they need, they're asking about a case from when I was 17 years old. So, like, I don't know what everybody knows about my background, but like when I was in high school, right after high school, like I was a drug addict. And I got arrested when I was 17. I got arrested when I was 16. I got arrested when I was 18. Like just basic, having drugs, basically. Nothing crazy like selling it or doing anything like
Right.
that. Just petty, whatever it's called. They were misdemeanors, right?
Right.
Um, and there's one case from when I was 17 that on my rap sheet, they literally sent me my rap sheet. It does not have a disposition, which if you know anything about legal stuff, disposition is like the result, the conclusion, right? So that specific case got thrown out because the cop, when I got arrested, punched me in the face like 5 times. Um, and so in court, he never showed up because I was a minor. Like, I guess it's like it's like a thing. You can't punch minors when you're a cop. Um, so he didn't show up to court, so they had to dismiss it. So it even says on there, the terminology is different. It says not adjudicated delinquent, which like when you are guilty or whatever, you agree to plea or whatever, it says adjudicated delinquent.
Right.
So it even says not adjudicated delinquent. The case got dismissed, but fucking Philly didn't like fill it out right, or they didn't like conclude the case right or close it right or something. So apparently this whole time it's just been like sitting open or something. I don't know. And like I don't know why the FBI didn't give a shit for
I know. That's what I'm about to
20
say.
years. Like I'm
Yeah.
37. So this was 20 years ago. I was a minor, which I feel like also should be it. Like if you haven't been arrested in 20 years and something was done when you were a minor, why would that even matter? You
Right.
know?
Why hasn't it mattered the last how many times? How many cans have you done? Guns?
Well, that's the other thing. Like, I've been approved that many times. Like, I remember the first time I bought a gun when I was 21. I bought like a Glock, right? Whatever. I think it was an M&P actually. The original like M&P
The
with the fish
1.0.
scale and shit. Um, and I don't know if I got denied or I got like a similar thing where it was like delayed or something and you needed to appeal and then whatever. So I did that. I did the appeal and then I got like a letter that said I was good to go. Just bring this letter or whatever. So I brought that letter to the gun store and then I was fine. And I bought the gun. After that, I've never had a problem. Like the only thing is like it takes 20 minutes or a half hour every time. So like I'll go in, I'll fill out the paperwork, like the 4473, and then I have to wait 30 minutes and then it comes back approved.
Yeah, mine always gets delayed. Never takes more than 5, maybe 10 minutes though. They
Yeah,
usually get it
mine's
back
always
pretty
like
quick.
30 minutes. And I bet you it's because of this.
Yeah.
And they probably just maybe with the Pennsylvania ones, because I got that letter the one time, it just clears. Or maybe there's like a rule that if they can't figure anything out in that time frame, they have to just kick it back approved. Like there's nothing actually stopping me from like I'm not prohibited by anything.
Right.
Like the lady at the records place even was like, you could just get this expunged without even knowing what the disposition was. She's like, you can get this expunged just because of how old it is, I guess. So she's gonna send me the record, and then she's gonna send me the expungement form or request or whatever. So once,
Oh, so you could do that yourself? That's nice.
yeah, it sounded like it, but apparently it's gonna take like a month for them to pull the record. So they have like they basically the way I see it, like they have like a cover sheet for the case, and that cover sheet is not complete. It doesn't have the disposition, so they have to pull the full record in order to update that cover sheet.
Jeez.
That's what takes like a month. So she's gonna get it, and then because it was juvenile, I had to like mail in a request just to even get any of this information.
Right.
Or I had to show up. So I just mailed in, like I put it in a bubble mailer and like overnighted it to them. And I had to like print out copies of like my driver's license and another form of ID to prove it was me so they could release juvenile info or whatever. But yeah, so apparently she's going to send me the record and the form once she gets it, which is going to be like a month. Hopefully, when she gets it, she can update that cover sheet and it'll just be fine. And then I'll be good to go.
Right.
If the FBI doesn't then start asking about another case or something.
Right. Right.
But the other ones, there's like 2 other ones, I think. One of them, I did some kind of like program and got it. Like it shouldn't be on my record, but I guess I'm supposed to get it expunged. I never did, but it's like cleared up. And then the other one, I was like 16, and it was a similar type thing. Like,
Right.
I did like community service or something, and they agreed to remove it. So I need to get them all expunged, I guess. But anyway, so that's been annoying.
Yeah. Well, a month from now, you won't have to worry about it no more. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Kev says it takes 3 days every time. Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Dang.
Where do
3
you
days.
live? Because 3 days is a long ass time.
That is.
I didn't know that was a thing. I had to get an expungement. Took about 5 months, I believe. Yeah, but if you had to get it expunged, how come now it still takes 3 days? Lefty, the ATF has to approve or deny. A delay allows the dealer to transfer it after 3 business days. That might be with a normal 4473, but not with ATF. I don't think that's how it goes with NFA items. So like basically I called the ATF. What they told me is, so it came back delayed background check. That's literally the status the FBI gave them. And then they just basically they disapprove the request or whatever, and they give that as the reasoning. And I'm like, I called them and I'm like, how does this work? Like, are they like it's delayed? Are they gonna does that mean they're gonna finish it? Like what? And
Right.
they're like, well, that's just the status they gave. Like that's the final status they gave. And I'm like, that makes no sense. So like literally they are forcing you to deny me by doing that. But I'm not actually restricted. But just because it's delayed because they can't do their job and get enough information, then they should just approve it, right? That's how I see that. Like if you can't get enough information to accurately say like I'm
To
supposed to be
deny it, yeah.
prohibited,
If you
then
don't have nothing that you have proof to deny it, then
yeah,
you
and the
can't
weird part is the FBI was like, I need to get the record. I need to do this. And I'm like,
Wow.
okay, I'm going to because you're the FBI and I can't, like I'm just some schmuck, but like in a like normal real world, like that would be your job. Like you're supposed to figure this out.
Right.
And if you can't, well, guess what? Then you should just approve me.
Wow.
But super
It's just
strange.
yeah, it's just a little mind-boggling because it hasn't been an issue until now.
I ran from the popo when I was 17 years old. Got a felony eluding. That sucks. Yeah, see, I've never had a felony. Like, it's always just been like petty, dumb shit, and I've gotten misdemeanors. Like, I really don't think I have anything that would prohibit me at all. It's just that they don't have this like determination or whatever.
What's that accomplish, that rule that the next line that Kevin Smith posted? What
Illinois,
was
it's law that you have to wait 72 hours for a oh, okay. Well, then it's always 3 days. So what that accomplishes is if your wife cheats on you and you're like, fuck this, and then you go to the gun store, well, they make you wait 3 days. You're gonna calm down. That's what
the cool off
like
period?
California makes you wait 10 or something. Like
Golly.
it's just to let people change their mind, essentially. I understand that, but at the same time, it kind of goes reverse. Like, what if a wife is getting attacked by a husband all the time, and she just wants to have protection, and now you're going to make her wait 3 days, and then she gets killed.
Or an ex that's escalating
But
when
I
they're
guess at that
stalking you.
point, you should just be going to the police, and then But are they?
But
I
the
don't know.
police are gonna
Are they
tell you they
doing their
can't do
job?
something until something happens.
I'm the only EDC guy without a critical record, criminal record. Yeah, pretty much, dude. I mean, I wouldn't count my. I mean, I guess it is a criminal record, but like all of it is as a minor, just juvenile shit. I got arrested once when I was in middle school, I think, because I threw fucking pennies out of a car at a car. How much of a dickhead was I when I was 13 or whatever?
I
Like
think
I
the more
literally leaned out of a car and chucked a handful of like coins at a windshield. Like
I
that's
think
fucked up.
I think a lot of young adults are
That
like
is
that.
totally fucked up. Like I was a total idiot. Yeah, and then I ran like somebody called the cops or whatever. And I don't know if somebody saw me or something, but I was like going between houses and shit. Oh no. We went to this dude's house and then I guess somebody saw where we parked. So the cops came and I like dipped out the back and like went into a neighborhood. And one of the kids that was with us like ratted me out. Fucking snitched, dude.
Yeah, snitches get stitches, baby.
I had to do I think I did like community service or some weird shit like that for that one. It got removed, but because the guy agreed, I think the guy agreed to let me like clear it, not have it on my record if I did some, like wrote a apology and that kind of shit.
Right.
Fucking stupid. Me too. Just when I was a minor, now I have nothing criminal on my record. 5-pound bag of flour is funnier. Don't ask me how I know. Well, yeah, but the 5-pound bag of flour isn't as dangerous. Like, I could have probably fucking hurt somebody. I don't know. Like, what if one of those? What if like the? I don't know. What if the window was open or it went through the windshield? Could it? I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, that was like kind of like peppering a shotgun at somebody. You know
There
what
was
I mean?
there was something in the news recently about somebody throwing a cylinder brick or whatever you call it off of a bridge at a passing by car, and it killed the driver. I saw that
Yeah, they
recently.
threw like a concrete block or something.
Right.
Was that like an ice thing where they threw
No,
it off a bridge?
no, it
I
wasn't
thought they
related to.
killed like a cop or something.
No, it was just some random driver passing by. They just thought it was funny to throw the brick down there, and then it killed him.
Yeah, like that's like I mean, I could have done that. Like being a total retard, you know? If it was kids, like they probably didn't want to kill somebody. You know what I mean? They just thought it was funny.
Right.
They didn't think, when you're 12 or 13, you don't think things through.
Yep.
It was simple to get. How expensive was it, Kev? Because I'm considering hiring somebody to deal with that stuff. Because it would be smart to just get it all off, so that never comes up again. But the stupid thing is, like, even if you get it expunged, the FBI has like access to it.
They'll see the final disposition is expunged,
It's
though.
like the 4473s. Like, apparently, there's no gun registry, right? They have a registry. They know exactly what you own. You know what I mean? There's no way. There's no way they don't. They're supposed to like destroy the files after they approve them or whatever. And
Mhm.
there's no way
Google
they don't have a digital file of everything.
Google says the average cost of hiring an attorney for an expungement case is $1,000.
Yeah, he said 2,800. I was thinking, some reason I thought I heard like 1,500 or something.
It
Now I
just
don't
said
know how much it would
average.
be if I had multiple, like how that would work. The one in Philly, it seems like easy enough for me to just do it because she's like, I'll just send you the form and you can. But the ones in Montgomery County seem a little bit more difficult. Like, I looked at their form and it has all these questions that, you know how they do that. They put like shit on there that just doesn't, it's not even English. Like, I hate that stuff. Why
Yep.
should it be expunged? And it's like, because it's been 20 years and I haven't done any crimes and I'm trying to buy guns. Like, what the hell? But you don't want to say that because it's a liberal county and they're going to probably like give me a hard time just
Mm.
because, you know.
Could you posture it like it would be something that could cause a problem for you for employment?
Yes, that's what I would do. Or I would put like, I want to be able to volunteer at my kid's school or something.
Right.
And they do background checks. I don't want it to be a problem or something.
And they actually do background checks on you if you try to like coach for their sports if they get into
Oh yeah.
T-ball and
Like
baseball.
I can't even volunteer at my daughter's school.
Yeah.
Not because of a background check, but because I haven't done like they have
Background.
like 5 or 6 things you have to do. And my wife did it all. I just didn't have time. I just didn't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah.
And I'm
When
like, when
my
am I gonna go? I'm not gonna volunteer for lunch. Like,
yeah, when my youngest, who was in baseball, I volunteered as an assistant coach. I wasn't even like the coach, and I still had to go down to the courthouse, fingerprint, background check. They don't want nobody out there with the kids that shouldn't be out there.
huh. Quite a few adults are way worse than children. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Many people have zero concept of consequences to their actions when they are young, or adults for that matter. Yeah. Yeah, you really don't have an excuse when you're an adult, I think. Like, at some point your brain is formed and like you should be able to know that what you're doing is wrong. Right? I feel like that I do think that, I know 18 is when you're an adult, but like, man, I was still an idiot when I was 18. But there's other people who are very mature at like 16, 15. So there's really no way to pick the right age for that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. But
That's what it was. I read this article. I don't know how they're proving this. It says that the prefrontal cortex is not fully developed until approximately age 25.
yeah, I mean, that makes
It's
sense.
Yeah, decision making, planning, impulse controls are all functions that are a part of that. I remember seeing that and I was like, yeah, I can attest to that because I made very poor decisions all the way up until about 23, 24.
Yep. The good thing is an expungement gets rid of it totally. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, dude. There's no way. Like, the FBI is still going to be able to see that.
Yeah, it'll give them what was expunged.
They're just not supposed to, or they probably wouldn't be able to act on it or anything, but they'd still see it. I think people know right and wrong, but some have a high tolerance for risk. That's true.
I would say some people are addicted to the thrill for the risk, like, getting caught stealing or whatever.
I just bought a brand new Mustang convertible off the showroom floor. A week later, I seen blue lights and took off like a dumbass. 17 years old. You bought a brand new Mustang at 17? That's what I'm wondering about. How the fuck?
First part of that bad decision was buying the Mustang.
Yeah, dude, I've run from the cops more than a few times. I remember one time I was driving on the highway and I forget why I did it. Oh, I was speeding. I was actually driving to like an NA meeting. I was like 18 or whatever. We were in a Mazda 6. Yeah, Mazda 6. Dude, those Mazdas back in the day, they were fucking quick, dude. It was one of the first cars that had that manual shift mode. You know what I'm talking about? Where it was like
The sport
you
lever or
could
the
pop it over and then you
other
you
lever?
could shift up and down, but it wasn't like a clutch or anything. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was going like 80 or something in a 55, and I saw it where you like zip past a uh where a cop was sitting or whatever. But he was facing the other way, so he had to turn around. And I saw him kick his lights on after I zipped by, and I was like, fuck. So I just slammed the gas, right? Like I like shifted it down and fucking took off. I was going like I literally hit I was kicking the governor in. Like I was up, it went up to 120 and then it couldn't go any further, the speedometer, and the engine would literally stop. And then it would cut out, and then when you dip back under 120, it would kick back on. Like it had a governor. And I was just fucking flooring it. And I was ahead of the cop enough that I dipped off on an exit. And luckily it was like in a sort of rural area and there was just like wood. So I turned right after I got off the highway, turned right at the next stop sign, and then I just fucking found a long driveway and just zipped into it, cut the lights and put it in park. And we sat there for like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
And for
And
the
then,
actual record, this all happened in Mexico.
yes, this actually never actually happened, to be honest. And yeah, we sat there for like 20 minutes, I think, and then we just kept going. And we went to the NA meeting. It was literally the stupidest thing. Because I didn't want a speeding ticket, I guess. It's just stupid.
Yeah, we've
But
all done it.
dude,
Trust
that
me,
car,
man.
that was fun to drive, man. Surprisingly, for like you know, basically like Mazda's Corolla. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just a
yeah.
Mazda 6. I've always heard that you can't outrun the radio. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I got lucky. There wasn't another cop nearby, and
That
he
could
didn't
get
get
there
a
quick
good
enough.
enough look at the car, I think,
Yeah.
because they would have got me later on, even if I waited 20 minutes or whatever. Like, it would have got me because they would have had a good description of the car or whatever, but they didn't. I run from the cops a few times, always got caught, except for one time I was jumping fences and hid in this old busted up doghouse. They never found me. I hid in that doghouse for almost 2 hours. Dude, isn't it the worst though? Because like you want to get out of there so bad, but you're like scared. You're like paralyzed. You know what I mean? Like you're so scared, you're paralyzed because you don't want to get caught. And then like when you do creep out, you're just like, oh my God, I hope like nobody's just right there. Oh man. Yes, that was all alleged.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He was just playing Grand Theft Auto. It
what?
wasn't real life. Playing Grand Theft Auto
Oh
wasn't real
yeah,
life.
that was what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Brand spanking new Mustang. A little help from my folks, of course. I dusted them, but then they almost kicked in my parents' door at 3 a.m. Man, that was a bad time in my life. That's hilarious. All right, we should call it. It's late. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for coming to our TED Talk. That was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're welcome to come on whenever, dude.
For sure, man. I'd love to come back. It was a lot of
And
fun.
yeah, I'll we'll talk about this purple Yakuza if you still, are interested. Let me know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'll put at least one in the pass around. So
Put the
oh
put
yeah,
the ugly
I
put
also
the ugly
have the
blue one in there.
G10 ones. So yeah. What?
I said put the ugly blue one in there.
Yeah, that's the one. That one needs some exposure.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, man.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. We were the kids your parents told you to stay away from. That's for sure. All right. It was good seeing you guys. Thanks for coming out. And catch you next time. Peace.
Later, guys.